Hey YouTube, Team Ruby is back together in Ruby Volume 6.
Yeah, and you could watch it only on Rooster Teeth.
For free.
For free?
Nothing.
Is he right?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Whose hand is that? Is that mine? Do we know? Anyone? In the
What?
beginning-
What?
in
The
beginning,
off-topic class.
Like a hand puts down the
Whose
glass.
whose hand is
and
that?
Andy was like, "Who is that?" I don't remember.
Did we credit them properly?
I feel like I did that.
We need to
but
know
then
who's that in the intro.
You guys probably just
It
went
was like,
around me.
It was like 3 years ago. I don't think anybody knows.
Well, you definitely
Okay.
you weren't alive.
We gotta figure out who it is because we
Might
don't
have
want to
been
give him any
mine
free
somehow.
Could have
advertising.
been yours.
Yeah.
Could have been yours.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Off Topic episode 155. Sometimes they tell me the episode, sometimes they don't. This time they did. This week, I'm hosting. Hi, I'm Michael. Joining us, we have Lindsay.
Hello.
Special guest, Slow Beef.
Hi.
Jeremy's here.
Hi.
You're really far away.
I know. I'm
kinda
usually
over
over
there.
there.
Never
usually
that
over there.
in.
Yeah.
Is it my fault? Am I
No,
crowding you?
it's Lindsay's
Okay.
fault. If Lindsay would bump him to here and you've bumped him
No,
to
whenever
there.
Lindsay's on, she sits there.
No, I said
do.
Lindsay has bumped you to there,
Oh,
and
and
then
now-
you've gone
then I
further
got
down,
bumped
and
to
then
here.
Andy's here for some reason.
Yeah.
He,
On my way on.
wormed his way.
Yeah.
This week
Up
was
that ladder.
sponsored by 23andMe, Casper, and Hims. And we'll tell you all about that later.
Cool. Later in the podcast.
Excellent.
And so we're pre-taping this one because you're watching on Friday. Obviously, you've dropped everything you're doing, raced to your computer or phone at noon Central Time on Friday to watch it, like always. But we're pre-taping today's show on Thursday because tomorrow on Friday we have to pre-tape for next week because Thanksgiving.
Oh, so this still comes out before Thanksgiving.
This comes out tomorrow.
This will be out tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And then
do
tomorrow's
chronologically.
comes out next week. Sometimes
Yeah,
they
so
want
they're
to
still in
film
order.
out of order, and I say that's
Yeah,
crazy.
sometimes it would be like
They've-
film today's for next week and then tomorrow live.
I've said
Sometimes,
no
yeah, it's
every
like-
time.
It's a complicated schedule. I had to whiteboard it before.
Yeah.
but
It's
a whole
Thanks
thing.
for
There's a lot of lines.
joining us, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Visited
Great.
for the last couple days
Yeah,
this week.
I feel like I won like that Willy Wonka ticket.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like this Z-list celebrity or whatever, but you know, like it's like, hey, you want to come on? Yes, you know, like
Is there a shitty version of that? Like, you want to come to Achievement Hunter? It's like, sure.
It's like it was
I have?
it was
like, the brown ticket.
it was a soggy ticket. Like
Yeah.
I got
Just like-
beer spilled on it. And, like somebody used it as a
So-
napkin.
Just the
oh,
water.
but I was
Their
wringing it
sock
out
for a
and
while.
drinking big drops of it. Believe me. Yeah.
Chocolate bar was then
The
melted
rope-
into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Peel it
So
off.
you stream, you do the Twitch.
I do,
you
yeah.
You do YouTube.
I do the YouTube,
You know,
the
you
Twitch, all
dabble,
that stuff, a little bit.
Most notably known for Retsupre.
Yeah, where it
Which
was
is
like,
where we all watched you back in the day.
yeah, where we'd like look at bad Let's Plays and pretend we were
Yeah.
better than everyone else,
Yeah.
and we really weren't. But you know, it was
I
funny
get
for a
that though.
bit.
The superiority is definitely something that we like to do, like, look down. It's kind of a similar thing where usually if we do it live, we have the audience can like chat
Yeah.
live, and we look down on them.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, it makes
yeah.
us
There's
feel better
nothing. There's
about
nothing they
ourselves
can do about it.
Right.
And
you
our
know?
failures.
Well, I can tell you what they would be saying is like, who the fuck is this guy in the middle? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, I was somebody like years back. I swear to God, you know.
Can we just say you're Brendan Fraser?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Fraser. Sorry, it was
Fraser.
Fraser.
It's Fraser.
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 Is that a
Like how
thing?
you.
I think it is, yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
His name is
that's
Brendan
how it goes.
Fraser. He's
No,
like, not Fraser.
Not Phaser.
Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
Laser.
No better as Brendan Fraser though.
Yeah, Frasier's the show. That's Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer's Frasier.
NBC, as we found out.
Beast.
Brendan Fraser is desperate for work.
But he's like on a show right now, isn't he?
Nah, probably.
I think he's
Who
like.
knows?
I'm sure he's doing
I don't know if he's
Whatever.
desperate for work, but he definitely went through like a whole ton of shit. And people were like doing the douche thing where they're like before and after. It's like, look how hot you were in the Mummy, and now
Here's the
look what you
thing.
become.
Here's the thing.
It's
He
like,
got a
dude.
big. He got a big head, and I don't mean his ego.
Okay.
Right.
Right,
got
his,
big.
he's a large cranium.
brain matter.
Absolutely.
Big
Right.
old
Skull.
giant cranium.
Right.
He did Nut Job or whatever. He did some movie with like animals. I mean, not Nut Job, but he did like some.
Oh, George of the Jungle.
Yeah, George of the
usually-
Jungle.
George of the
That's a classic right
He also
there, yeah.
did that movie with the monkey.
It's usually the
George
sign
and
of
George
like a
and
skyrocketing
Different
career when you do your movie with animals. You have the
Yeah.
animal movie. It's,
Yeah.
it's weird how that happens, but
He was in that. Bedazzled?
You got it?
What is it? No, what is it?
I don't know what
No,
you're
no,
saying
no,
to
what
me.
The one with
yeah,
Elizabeth
yeah.
Hurley is the hot devil.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
was
it's
that?
Bedazzled.
Dogma.
Was it Bedazzled?
I think it's Bedazzled.
She
I
was
think you're
hot
right.
in that movie.
Was she? Gotta watch
Yeah,
it.
super hot. She wore a lot of like tight leather and shit. And she's like, I'm the devil, but I'm super fucking hot.
Nice.
And then he kept dying.
Oh.
It was good.
So wait, you get really hot,
retarded.
Elizabeth Hurley and Brendan Fraser keeps dying? Fraser.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna watch that right now, actually. If you don't mind. I'll pull it up on Netflix.
He keeps dying and being reincarnated in different ways.
Well, he
based
had
on,
like wishes. It was like he
wishes,
sold
yeah.
his soul for some wishes, but they always
Hey,
came
yeah,
out to
yeah,
play.
yeah,
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 That's
that's
right.
That's
Yeah.
what-
Look how
Man,
hot
she
she is
is
in the
hot.
picture.
I've seen that box art.
I'd fuck
yeah.
the devil.
Yeah, there it is.
Now I know when Matt's always blowing him.
Is it like a really boring movie? Why are the Z's red in the title? It's like, you'll be
Yeah.
sleeping.
Actually,
exciting,
raise a
Jeremy.
really good point.
Yeah.
90s marketing.
Someone got fired over that, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Their title.
What's that?
That's where Brazzers got their title.
Oh, Brazzers.
Oh,
That's
shit.
right.
Damn.
Damn, look at that.
Brendan got a win though when The Last Mummy did terribly.
I honestly
Gotta
was in the middle of
win.
You gotta
watching that
win.
going like, Brendan could have done better than this.
Yeah. To be fair.
He would have, the plot of his movie would have been him saving the script.
It's true.
It was a very weird movie.
I still never saw it.
It's not a mummy movie at all. Have you seen the Tom Cruise Mummy?
No,
it's
it sounds like I don't have to.
It's like
It was the start and what finished off the Dark
the
Universe
monsters.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Dark Universe.
Which
cinematic.
sounds cool in theory.
They-
yeah, on paper.
They did
it sounds
Invisible
really
Man,
good,
Johnny
but-
Depp or whatever.
They wanted to do, yeah, like the monster universe with like Frankenstein and all that shit, and
Yeah.
Van Helsing and
The Invisible Man.
Right.
Invisible Man with Johnny
Wolfman.
Depp.
Swamp Thing.
what's his name?
Dracula.
Dr. Jekyll.
There you go.
Dr. Jekyll was Punch in the Mouth, Russell Crowe. I'll
Yeah.
beat the shit out of you.
Oh,
He was in
nice.
it, and he was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and it was like, okay, cool. You can do like The Mummy and set that up, but the movie was 15% The Mummy and 85% the setup for that universe,
That
while
never
being The Mummy. And I was just like, it was so weird. Like The Mummy was such an afterthought in the movie The Mummy, and then yeah, it just bombed, and we're like, we're not doing that anymore.
That's
They like Batman versus Superman did, where they're like, we're setting up this whole universe in one movie, like type thing. Is
Yeah.
that what they were going for?
I mean, not, but even Batman and Superman was about
It
Batman
had
and
like
Superman.
it still has
just
like a
was awful.
separated plot.
It
still
was
had its
just
own
there was
thing.
so much going on. We're like, you're watching 25 minutes and you're like, where's the did she die? Where is she? Where's the mummy?
Maybe there was like a really shitty title to start with, and they had to fix it really quick. Like, well, the mummy's in it.
Yeah,
so
there
maybe...
is some chick.
Yeah.
There's a hot mummy in it, so let's just go with that.
Yeah.
Was the Invisible Man in it
She was
too?
hot. Yeah. What's up?
Was the Invisible Man in it too?
Yeah, he said that.
I'm just making
No, I
sure.
don't-
I don't know.
I think he was in it. But
it was supposed to be Johnny Depp.
no, he
yeah.
was in it, but you couldn't see him.
Oh damn.
Well, for
He's in
me-
every scene.
Fair.
Canonically, not even actor associated with the role, but canonically, the Invisible Man is the hottest one of the Monster Squad. I don't know if you guys agree or not.
I
Saying
can't-
Johnny
I
Depp
can't
is the
comment.
hottest one.
No, I don't give a fuck about Johnny Depp, but Invisible Man.
He'll
Is
get
the
you.
Invisible Man ever visible?
Yeah.
I don't know how he
That's
works.
why he's hot.
Yeah, but I'm
He'll
saying.
get you.
Oh, because your
Is it a
imagination
power
makes him
or
the
like a-
hottest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
that makes
always
sense.
invisible.
I
He
don't
can be
know.
whatever I want him to be. That's great.
But Johnny Depp, he's fucking Dumbledore.
Yeah,
Yes, but they keep it on the
Yes.
DL though. He is, but
He's not fucking Dumbledore.
He's like,
doing
he's
it.
he
fucking
goes like this.
Dumbledore, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Dumbledore is like, hey, we should be talking about last night, and he goes like this. He's like,
no, we're
No.
just friends.
just put take,
We're
put
just
your,
really
put
good
your
friends.
wand away.
We're just really
Put
good
your wand away.
friends.
They make
Did that come
notion,
out yet, by the way?
This weekend, maybe
Yeah.
last night
out.
or tomorrow. Yeah.
They won't do
see
it,
it.
but they
Yeah, I
should.
might go see it.
I'll see it.
Do it, you pussies. Show them. Show them being
I mean,
gay.
well, here's
live.
the
Well,
thing.
now that you challenge my masculinity, then I
Here's the
absolutely
thing,
will.
do it now, right? Like that always annoyed me, even about the last Harry Potter, right? Where like the book came out and like it's like here's the seventh book, here's Harry Potter, and then like the week it came out, you know, they're still doing all the press and everything, and J.K. Rowling's like, oh yeah, he's gay. And it was like, but that wasn't in the book. Like saying that and then reading it, you can see that. Like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Oh, like they were banging.
Yeah.
But like, why didn't you just say it in the book?
Because
Like,
she likes to be progressive by changing things that she didn't already write down.
again, the thing is, like, I mean, I agree with you because she did that with a lot of the books, but like, I wouldn't even say that was much of a change. Like, it was there, sure. You can say like that relationship was there, but it's like it's kind of lame. You didn't just say like they were gay in
Yeah.
the book that you saved it for afterwards.
It wasn't important, though.
Okay, fine. We moved past it, right? That was forever ago. Now this is a prequel, you know, with the what the fuck is the name of it? Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, we're getting into the gay relationship that like we know is there because you said it 8 years ago. And it's like,
They're like,
maybe we won't put it in
we'll
the movie.
skirt around
It's like, why? Come on, man.
Oh, well, instead though,
I don't
the
need to see
snake-
it.
The snake was a woman.
Yeah.
Get excited.
I don't
Nagini.
I don't need to see insertion, but I'd like to see
But I
something.
need to know what happened.
I'd like to see something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, maybe just a scene where they're in bed with the covers up to their chest and they're like, that was crazy.
Or like
It's
pre-insertion.
He was like,
rubbing the cock around the asshole, but not quite going there.
Circling the
He was
ribs.
like,
Keep it PG-13.
He was like, I've never seen those
I'm
spells
taking my kids.
before.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
There's
Show
a
some
news
class,
story or
Harry
something.
Potter.
Of like some British dude when J.K. Rowling was like, yeah, Dumbledore is gay. And there was a guy who had just gotten this massive tattoo of Dumbledore on his back. She was like, yeah, he's gay. And the guy was like, I don't know if I want this anymore.
Now he's not
way
cool.
too
He
late.
likes penis.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was like this.
Now I
whole-
gotta get a penis fucking
It was this
drawn
whole
into his
news
mouth.
story, but it was like
Slapping
so
on his forehead.
Now the other bikers will laugh at me for my Dumbledore.
I told you should have got Snape, idiot. Straight as an arrow.
You're out of the gang.
Do you? Well, first.
You right?
Sorry.
Did you make it?
Yes. Your father of 2. Yes.
I'm sorry?
Your father of 2. Right?
Yes,
Oh,
I
now
am.
she's
Father
bringing her
too,
kids
that's
into
right.
I'm
this.
just wondering.
Watch out.
Because we're trying to find like the good age to take Iris to movies finally, or the movie theater.
We're not there yet, man.
No,
She's
yeah.
definitely not there yet.
months.
Yeah. But I don't know
know.
when your cutoff was.
Tuesdays at Alamo is Alamo for all.
That's
but-
just hell,
Yeah.
is what that is.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we're not there yet because my daughter is a very free spirit and she
Oh, yeah.
just likes to. You can keep her attention for 20 minutes and then she just runs off and does her own thing.
It's about the same for us.
Yeah, we took them to Disney World actually, and that was kind of a nightmare because it's like my son just likes to scream wherever he is. That's his big thing.
Awesome.
And like my mom
Like a
was
joyous scream?
no,
okay.
a loud one.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, there's also the joyous
He
one.
just likes to
but no.
explain things.
Yeah.
So like my 76-year-old mother was like watching him outside the Cinderella's castle, and we were taking my daughter on a ride, and then all of a sudden he started screaming, and it was a nightmare. And then one of the workers came over and said, "Does he need first aid?" Like that's apparently how bad my son was.
God.
Yeah, and then she's like, "No, he's just like this," you know. So
He's just
He's
I
just
mean,
a character.
maybe.
He's a character.
Maybe. We don't know. We've
Yeah.
never thought about it. Maybe we should just say yes.
yeah, exactly. So we'll put Netflix on for them. I've seen Boss Baby 1,000 times.
Yeah, I see you
I've seen
tweet
your
about that a
tweets.
lot.
Oh, it's my life. It's
Yeah.
on whenever I get home from work,
Boss
whenever I
Baby.
wake up, Boss Baby.
Every time I see that on Netflix, because they have the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen both seasons.
I think of you, and I'm like, I haven't opened that box yet, so I'll keep it closed for as long as I can.
Wait a minute, they have a TV show?
It's a
Yeah, it's a
Netflix
Netflix
series.
series. Yeah.
2 seasons. I can tell you
How
all
is it? How
about
is it? Is it good?
Oh no, it's not good.
No, it's the boss baby.
Did they get any of the actors to
Is Alec
reprise their
Baldwin in
roles?
it?
No, no,
it's
he's
one of
not.
those
It's,
as well.
it's not even a
Nice.
sound alike. It's just that
Oh.
one guy who like kind of sounds like kind of gruff, like yeah, I'm the boss, and it's
They
like,
didn't even
nah.
get like another Baldwin to do it.
Nah, I
Yeah.
think the kid. Well, you know what's weird? Boss Baby has a lot of talent in it. Like Jimmy Kimmel plays the father in it, but he has like 3 lines. Lisa
Okay.
Kudrow's the mother. She has like 4 lines.
You're talking about the movie, not the show.
movie.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
And then the show, they just have like complete nobody.
Sure.
You know? Yeah. But I've seen it a lot. My kids love it. It kind of makes you want to die the first 30 or so, but then you get into
used
and
to
you're
it.
like, yeah.
This is just my
Become
life
numb
now, right?
and then invested.
Yeah.
Then you're like, then you start going like,
Your brain shuts
well, that doesn't
down.
make sense.
Yeah. Oh no, the cannon's all over the
Why
place.
did he do that?
Yeah. No, they just completely like drop it all. It's just-
Nonsensical.
Cannon
That's
is all
amazing.
over the place.
It's true. There's no like set Boss Baby canon. They just rewrite it as they go. Disgusting. I would have thought more Boss Baby.
Is that the only show too? Like, must be Boss Baby. When we
That's
found
the big
TV?
one. Well, you know what was ridiculous too? My wife and I went out with another couple who don't have kids, and we were talking, and she goes, "Have you seen Boss Baby?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna stop you right there." You know. And then
You think you've seen Boss Baby.
Yeah. I want this evening to go well.
And then like the other guy, the guy in the other couple was talking about like some short guy who was yelling at him, and he made a joke like, "Talk about the baby boss," and we laughed. There was a beat, and my wife goes, "Actually, it's the Boss Baby." And it's like, no,
Stop.
no one cares if they don't have kids, honey. But
Can't
you know.
be these people.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Michael's mentioned it before on other podcasts, but we have 2 shows that Iris likes a lot. One is called Miraculous Ladybug, also on Netflix. Well, both are on Netflix. And then a show called Cupcake and Dino. And we've been lucky enough to have the show appeal to like mass audience. Like you can be whatever age you want and still get.
It's
an
not
enjoyment
like
out
a
of it.
drill bit into your head show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a human being show that you can watch.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like I'm convinced, especially because like I don't know. To me, it's more of like a lesser known show. Like even Boss Baby, like it has the movie. You know, it's like, hey, you
Yeah.
know that movie that had all the celebrities in it? Here's a Netflix show. Cupcake and Dinah was like, she was out of town one weekend, and I had watched Miraculous Ladybug 8,000 times already, and I was just like, please God, just something else, like just something else.
Yeah.
And there was a show that came out that day, and I'm like, I don't know, I'll try this. And like, I thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, oh, I could watch this and not die. So we started watching that, and they said there's only like 13 episodes. I'm convinced we have watched it more than anyone on the planet. We must have seen the show 50 times, like from start to finish.
Damn.
I mean, like, it's only 13 episodes, and they're like 2 plot episodes, you know, they're like, it's like a 10-minute like bit, and then there's another one. It's like Saturday routine is like, get up, you know, get ready, put on, if we put it on at like 10, like it's over by like 3, and I'll literally be like, I guess I'll start episode 1 again. Like, I'll watch the entire show in a day and then start it over again in the same day. And it's like The Office to me. It's like something like I know all the lines.
Yeah.
I know every fucking song. Lindsay and I hum the songs all the time in like Let's Play videos, and I'm just like, no one knows what the show is.
Well, even Iris doesn't at this point too. She doesn't sit there and like watch it now. Like she'll go do.
She
her
loves
thing,
it, though.
dig
Yeah.
around.
And she
But
loves the intro.
Music. Yeah, so she'll always dance to that, and she's gotten to the point now where she knows the music is about to end or the intro is wrapping up, and she throws her hands up and goes, "Yay!"
She does that with a lot of shows where like it's about to end and she'll go
Yeah, nailed it.
Well, this is really my fault too, because I would take my daughter down. We'd watch like I tried to put on Netflix Kids and put on something that looked intentionally bad, so it was at least like kind of like so I put on the Emoji Movie, Angry
God.
Birds.
yeah, that
Both-
did not get great reviews.
No, both worse than Boss Baby, I'll say. So it was my fault because that was the third one, and now she got obsessed with Boss Baby. So
I saw Angry Birds on a plane ride, and to be fair, I was about 3 cranberry vodkas in, but I was like, this is okay.
Angry Birds wasn't awful. I
take
mean,
it.
it was
I
no
can do
like
it.
Emoji Movie.
No.
It was
Emoji Movie
okay.
was so bad.
Patrick Stewart was poop. I know that.
Yeah, he was shit.
yeah.
With a little bow tie on it,
Yeah,
right?
he's-
Yeah, a little bow tie.
that man was knighted.
Came out on
Was.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other appealing thing about Cupcake and Dino for me is it. A lot of the creators and voice actors from it are from Picnic Face, which like some people who know the internet lore might know who that is. But they're the guys who created Power Thirst, the infamous Power Thirst video.
love
Oh wow. Okay.
So
That's an internet gem.
just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's a video that, if that released today, people would be like, what?
What is
Actual fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's gotta be what, 10, 12 years old now?
Yeah, at
Thirst?
least.
Yeah.
I watched that in
Something
high
like
school.
And you're 40 now.
I'm 40. It's crazy. Time flew, man.
Christ.
You're younger than me, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 26.
Yeah.
He paused for a second.
I always,
You're
it's just
getting
like,
into the
I also
age where you
often
or it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. It's like
whatever.
I already passed the last milestone. I can rent a car. That's it.
Yeah,
that's
was
the
that
last milestone.
25?
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
the last
milestone
milestone.
I've never thought of in my
That's the
life.
last
I'll be
milestone.
honest.
If
Like,
you ever want to seem suspicious, forget how old you are when you're calling the credit card company asking about information about you.
Yeah.
They're like,
What's
what's your name? And they're like,
rustling
"All right,
some papers.
Like, what's your
26,
age?
yeah.
I forget when this was. So I think it was when I was 26. They're like, what's your age? And I was like, 25. And they went, that's not right.
hang on, cat.
No, I literally went, is it not?
Is it not?
They went, when's your birthday? And I told them my birthday. They went, okay, you're good.
Oh, you're just an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's okay, Jeremy. Maggie and I got in a heated argument about how old I was. She's like, "You're 28." I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I'm 29." I don't
Heated
know.
when?
How was that
When
a
was
heated
this?
argument?
This
Yeah,
is basic
is it
math.
heated
Right?
with
right or
Maggie?
wrong?
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah, heated was Maggie going.
I was
no,
not
you're wrong.
correct.
yeah.
I don't think you're right.
No, we were at a wedding and we were also drunk, but we just started
Was it
talking
your
about-
wedding?
No, it was not. Luckily, it was our friend.
Dude,
and
I
our
wouldn't
friend's
marry
wedding.
a 29-year-old. What are you,
That's
nuts?
true.
Old
Please.
bag.
Worthless at that point. Goodness.
Also, it was Maggie's birthday yesterday.
It was.
Happy birthday, Maggie.
But if you're watching
2
this on
days
Friday,
ago.
like I know you are, 2 days ago.
Same with Dana Snyder. It's his birthday too. Master Shake.
I know who he is.
Yeah, just saying.
I thought my nose
Just like I don't know him like
we're
Maggie.
good.
Like I met him.
Shout out.
but He's never been to our house.
So the camera cut to me because I thought my nose was bleeding. I was like, is my nose bleeding?
Are you good? It was just wet.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It was just like a bug, or
Yeah, I was wet, and then a red bug came out.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
So I was like, uh-oh.
Well, this is like the time of year where like the inside of my nose gets really dry, so I get like
That's why-
I
that's
get
probably
I
what
get
it
the
is, yeah.
blood boogies. all
I've
year,
never
like this time
in
of
my
year.
life
boogies.
The blood boogies.
dealt with like blood in my nose, like blood boogies or nosebleeds. And you haven't in a long time, but when Lindsay and I were first dating, in like first couple of years of like whatever, married or whatever you call it, She had nosebleeds all the time, and I was fascinated.
I used to get a lot of nosebleeds.
Never in
I don't
my
think
life.
I've never
have
had
I
a nosebleed
and
shy
it's
of getting
It's
hit
just
in the
like
face or something.
tons of blood.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
I mean,
god!
that's the
nothing.
cause of like 90% of the nosebleeds I've had. Is like a
Yeah.
hit in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
used
I've
to
ever
get
just.
bloody noses all the time.
Yeah.
I mean that's not really a nosebleed if you get hit in the face.
Yeah.
That's you were hit and now
natural
you're
reaction.
bleeding.
Yeah.
I got an arm.
That's just a
bleed.
wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? A knife cut me.
There were
Right in the
several
nose.
things you learned to deal with growing up like
never-
I grew up. It was like a nosebleed, it's just the things, and you
Oh yeah,
lean
lay
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had it from like cold weather or anything like that. It was always allergy associated. So maybe it's gotten better over the years as I've stayed in Austin and gotten like acclimated to the climate. But there were so many times too where like my biggest instance was I was typing on the computer and then all of a sudden I felt like wet on my hand and I was like, what the fuck? And it was covered in blood and I was like, my nose is bleeding. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Or
It's like also you never really feel a nosebleed.
no.
Yeah, it
It's
just
like,
happens.
It just happens. You're
that's
like,
what
oh, wait,
that's what happened to Karen.
That's why
and
I keep
she-
doing this, because I'm like just double checking.
That's what happened to Karen, and she got blood in the cop's eggs.
Well,
but
that's because she was doing
she was a
drugs.
cokehead.
Yeah.
Daredevil season.
Was it Coke? No, it was like
It was Coke.
She's
Was it?
doing
Coke.
coke.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was snorting.
sure.
Karen was wild.
She was into that booger sugar.
Yeah, I finished it though. This
Oh, you
this,
finished
this,
Daredevil?
this blew my mind for whatever reason. I was like aghast. So I was watching Daredevil and I was on the last episode. And I'm like, this is the last episode. And I keep looking at the time, like, how are they gonna wrap this up? Like, how are they gonna wrap this up?
Cliffhanger.
There's only 18 minutes left. There's only 10 minutes left. And then it ends the whole episode. Like from the second I started, I'm like, last episode. And I'm watching it and I'm just like, running out of time here, Daredevil.
Did they get
Like,
snapped?
You got so much to do. And it ends, and I'm like, that's the end? Like that sucked. This
yeah.
season 3 is a cliffhanger. What the fuck? And then the next episode started, and I was like, oh, there's one more.
Oh, nice.
I thought there was only 12 for some reason, and there was 13.
I was gonna say, like, I think the worst part of the whole season was the end, and that's saying something because the end wasn't bad.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's just like it was the worst part of a really good thing.
Yeah. And I
was still
remember
good.
I remember you saying that, but again in my head, I'm like, this is what Jeremy's talking about.
No.
They didn't even finish the season. Like at the end of episode 12, there's 13 episodes. The end of 12 is when, like the guy falls in the hole.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's the end of the season? What the?
That would have been a
I
real.
was so mad. I'm like, there's not gonna be another one for like 2 years. Like that's not even a year. I was like, wow. I was freaking out. And then it's like, and the next episode, and I'm like, is this season 1? Oh, there's 13. Oh, okay.
Oh
Excellent.
man.
Really confused me.
If I just wanted to watch Daredevil, do I need to watch the other ones
No.
as well, like B Team
Not-
Avengers,
not
and
at all.
Luke Cage?
You
and
really
whatever?
don't need to watch
Daredevil is its own.
Okay.
Literally, I'll even say in
I watched
season
the
3,
first season and then I kind of fell off. I watched Jessica Jones season 1 because that was really good. But
That was
but
really
the
good.
best thing was the villain, and they dealt with that. So
Yeah. They killed him, and it's weird. It's
I
old
watched
enough.
that.
It's old. Jessica Jones season 1.
It's
is like
old.
4
It's
years
been long
old.
enough.
Yeah.
It's weird. They killed him, and then he came back to life in Genlock, which was very interesting.
Crossover.
Specifically in season 3, I would say of all the Marvel shows on Netflix, it has by far the least crossover of any other show. Like usually there's like a character that bleeds in, or
Right.
like, oh, I know that guy.
Right.
Maybe I'm missing one, but I can't think of a single one. And there's like, it's like the very last episode or the second to last
very last
episode.
one.
Fucking Daredevil, Matt Murdock was talking whatever. He's like, but you know Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. I was literally like, they said Jessica Jones in a line that had nothing. It was about like being a reporter. That's what it was. He's like, you're better than Jessica Jones. And then that was
literally
it.
what it was.
is the nurse still like their Nick Fury? Like she's the one who pops up in all the other ones.
She pops up the
yeah.
most. Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's in the most, I think. But even then,
Not
she
Trinity?
wasn't in Daredevil. What?
Trinity? I don't know the actress's name.
No.
Carrie-Anne
Carrie-Anne
Moss.
Moss. She's in a few. No, she's in nowhere near as many as
Yeah, she
Rosario
was in
Dawson.
Jessica Jones. I remember that.
Yeah, she's in a few of them. Carrie-Anne
Yeah,
Moss.
she's like her boss.
She's in Jessica Jones, and she's in.
Iron Fist, maybe.
I can't remember.
Luke
She's
Cage.
got a decent role in another.
So it's like I don't want to watch Iron Fist. I don't really care about Luke Cage.
They're both canceled.
It's true. I'll watch Daredevil because that's like the best one. I saw the first season. I watched. I don't
The
think I
first
need to see
season's really good. The second one's pretty good. I think the third's better than the second.
I agree. The third's like a real gut punch season. I'm just
third
saying that, like most of the
oh.
season, it does not go well.
No, most of the
For
season you
main
keep being like,
characters.
okay, like fuck, and then
Right.
you're like, all right, fuck, like it just keeps like almost getting better, and then it gets like 10 times worse.
Yeah, but it's a really good story.
love
It's
that.
just like, they just keep getting shit on over and over
Yeah.
and over again, which is it's good for a season 3. Because one is just like. One's like the Batman, like, who is this guy? And he's just beating the fuck out of everyone. Like,
He doesn't
he
even get the
wins
suit till
every
the last
fight.
scene.
He does everything. And then season 3 is just like, ooh, this has not gone well. I'll say even like season 3 leads off of the only thing about season 3 is it leads off of Defenders, which leads off of Iron Fist. But you could literally just like Wikipedia it.
Piece it
like
together.
Right.
where season 2 ends of Daredevil and where season 3 starts in Daredevil, there's a gap.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait, what the hell's happening? But even then, like the opening of season 3, they do like a flashback, like just so you know this is what happened.
Right.
Oh, excellent.
They even say, I was even watching it, they're like previously on Daredevil, and I'm watching, I'm going, that was from the Defenders, not Daredevil.
Put your glasses up as you did it.
You lie.
The what?
But you've
That's a
seen
goof
everything,
on
right?
IMDb.
Yeah.
You've seen everything,
I've
right?
seen every turd. Yeah, I've watched every single Marvel show on
Damn.
Netflix. And it was rough. Some of them were real. I got real, like, spaced out on a lot of them.
It was a great case study from my perspective, watching him watch it. He's like, I gotta do it. It's like torture to him. Like, you can
It
do
is.
it, baby. You can make it through this episode of Iron Fist. I believe in you.
I just
I'll bring you
wanted
some
all that,
snacks.
like
Netflix
again.
support. Yeah.
And the best thing is like explaining it to Lindsay, knowing she doesn't really give a shit. She'll be like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. So this guy can be blah, 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 and then this is Misty Knight. Yes, that's her name. She's a cop. And then she gets her arm chopped off. So then she's got no arm, and that's crazy.
And then
but
the
then
episode's over.
she gets a robot arm, and then she's like good when she gets the robot arm, and now she's punching people. Now she's like a superhero herself because she can
alright,
punch a
alright.
hole through a wall with a robot arm. So honestly, wasn't that bad. That happens over the course of like 3 shows.
Yep.
She gets introduced, then comes back later, gets her arm chopped off, then comes back later, and it's like, fucking robot arm.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Misty Knight, that's what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
She's a sassy African-American cop with a robot arm.
Most I got
hooked
is-
up by the Rand Corporation, Danny Rand, Iron Fist.
Yeah. I mostly just come in. I'm like, is that Fisk? All right.
Yeah, Fisk is awesome. He's
Fisk
the best.
is the-
Fisk is back in season 3, so that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
my main incentive to
He's
watch it.
back in a big way in season
Yeah.
3. He's awesome too. He's such a good job, that actor, whoever plays him.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Sugar in water.
He's
Yeah,
the,
he
he's,
does do that.
He's the military prick in Jurassic World who wants to send the raptors into terrorist caves.
Yep. Yeah, he does. Yep.
What? Is he? Is
Yeah,
that
he has hair in it, so it's just like he's the asshole in Jurassic World. Who's
Oh,
like,
Jurassic World.
That's a
Sorry,
thing?
my brain just
You ever
went
saw
to the new
Jurassic
one.
World?
No.
Oh,
They
yeah.
wanna weaponize the raptors.
They want to
That's the
weaponize the
second one,
raptors.
right?
Well,
For
they
America.
introduced in the first one. Everyone's like, "This is stupid," and then
Yeah.
they double down on it in the second one. And they're like, "Here's a laser, and anywhere you point the laser, the dinosaur will go kill that target." It's like,
Oh,
why
God.
don't you just shoot the person with the gun?
Why don't you just
Yeah.
use a missile? That
Yeah.
will call
Yeah.
a laser way better than a raptor.
What if you have a missile though that drops off a dinosaur?
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
attached
no,
to it.
yeah, no.
Full of like the little
you
compies,
give it a
like, it hits and they just like
Give it a wingsuit.
Yeah,
It's like,
there's literally a line of dialogue, and it's like this is a bridged version of it, but they're just like, we're gonna send dinosaurs to hunt terrorists, like in the Middle East, and we're just like, what?
There's a flag waving in the background.
Yeah, exactly. They want to
Evil
weaponize the
screeches.
raptors.
What's the actor's name? Do you remember?
I forget his name, but I just know that's what he's in. Fisk. He plays Fisk
Are
in.
you sure it's Fisk?
no.
It
He's
is.
talking about Jurassic World. You're talking about
Yeah.
the second one, or are you talking about the newest
Fallen
one?
Kingdom.
No. In the first one, when the park is still operational, he wants to weaponize the raptors.
Okay.
And in the second one, I don't think he's in it.
No, because that's.
But in the second one, they double down on that idea, and they make a genetically enhanced raptor.
Okay, but
that
even
can-
the first one, you're talking about the new first one, the
No
first one.
sense.
I'm talking about Jurassic World.
I got
is
you,
the
Andy.
is the new first one.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Fallen Kingdom
Gotcha.
is the
Chris Pratt.
second new
Chris Pratt.
one.
Yes.
Right. Chris
Okay,
Pratt.
talking
yes.
about Pratt number 1.
Yes.
So Jurassic Park 4.
Jurassic
Yes.
Park 4. He wants
Yeah.
to weaponize the raptors.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about Jurassic Park 4. So,
Okay.
but I think you're right. D'Onofrio was in it.
In
Yes.
5, Fallen Kingdom is the guy who plays Buffalo Bill.
You're
is
thinking of the
one.
bald
Yes.
guy in
The guy in
5.
Buffalo Bill.
That's or also known as Lieutenant Stottlemyre from Monk.
Yes.
He had a cool mustache.
weaponize a raptor. That makes us like
Go get him.
tigers exist. Just like throw that in there.
Yeah, raptors.
We have animals that can
it's
kill
true.
people.
You can still shoot a raptor and it dies.
Right, like-
You know what I
The
mean?
terrorists too. You could shoot them and it dies.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
If there's an interaction where you can fire a raptor at someone who's firing back, you could just
There's-
you
But
could
it's
just shoot.
short-sighted because, like, then you have just caves full of raptors, and you have to get rid of them. Some.
Right,
Become
it's
like
like-
a terrorist.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
I got the
They
terrorists.
take
Now
over
go get
the
the
cave.
raptors out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shit.
Well, you get a T-Rex to
Yeah.
take out the raptor.
No, just
Right now, sending this
Just put him at the
dinosaur
end
to
of
go
the
out.
exit of the cave, and then just.
Yeah.
You have politicians campaigning on getting rid of the dinosaurs. It's like a whole thing.
They
yeah.
basically
Damn
had
liberals
that in the
trying to get
second
rid of
one.
our
That was-
dinosaurs.
They had like
That's
a
the
whole
third
Keep
Jurassic
throwing me
World.
off by saying the second. The fifth one.
The fifth, well, yes.
They open up with
The
like,
second one of the new trilogy, the second Jurassic
They open
World.
up the newest Jurassic Park with like pro-dinosaur rights, and it was like, what the fuck is happening? That movie was
They're animals too.
absurd.
Wow.
Yeah,
They deserve to
yeah,
live.
It was awful. It
Yeah.
was the number one comedy of the year.
Amazing.
Fucking hell.
hell of an ending too.
They made Jurassic World. They wanted to do it. It's Jurassic World.
Gotta
now.
set up that trilogy.
Did you see it, Slow Beef? Or
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just following along,
Your
pretending. Yeah.
Okay,
glazed look.
No, if it's not Boss Baby, I haven't seen it. Don't worry.
Wait till they introduce raptors.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
well, that's season 2 of Boss Baby. It's really good. But anyway.
There's shows
darker
where
than I
like
thought.
it's I can understand like Boss Baby, and we have this with like Ladybug and even with Cupcake, where like I'm like, you're in, you're wallowing in Boss Baby already. Do you ever get to the point where you're like, it's not good, but like I just hope they make a season 3 so something's different?
No.
No?
No. I'm good. Season 2 did it for me when the babies versus the senior citizens, and I'm like, yeah. I don't need this.
Everybody's
Yeah.
pooping their
Versus-
pants.
You're right. And people
Yeah.
are just shitting. And
Diapers everywhere.
People
And
can barely
speaking,
talk.
yeah.
They're making a new movie, so I know that's in my future.
Oh,
you know,
God.
it's just
Boss Baby
Sorry.
2?
yeah, they're making Boss
Wow.
Baby 2, the Boss Baby 2. But,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, season 2 of Miraculous Ladybug came on Netflix. And it was
Half
kinda-
of it. Half of it.
Yes, but it was still kind of
Oh, it's
sad
kinda
how much Michael
waves?
and I were like, yes, thank
They
God.
did a split.
Okay.
New episodes.
I might be opening up a whole can of worms here, but it's a Boss Baby question.
Okay.
All right.
Is it somebody else's soul trapped in a baby, or is it just a super smart baby like Stewie from Family Guy?
It's actually a kid who's just imagining all of it. They just cover all the plot holes like that, where it's a kid making up the whole story.
What?
What?
Are you serious?
No, totally
That's
serious.
the whole
yeah.
twist.
He's telling his daughter how he had trouble with his brother being a baby and getting attention. And then at the end, like, Dad, is that really what happened? Well, it's how I remember it. And there's all like animated stuff where he pretends he's a ninja and they like hand
That
draw.
seems like a cop out.
Yeah.
It is total cop out. yeah.
That's the it was all a dream plot.
Yeah.
So there's one point halfway
can't
through the
believe it.
movie, they're having a big action sequence, right? It's like there's explosions and shit. And then they flash to the mother looking outside and they show, no, they're just two kids playing. But the baby's still wearing a suit. And this bothers me so much because I'm like, wait, but they're showing it's not real. But he's wearing the suit. So is he really wearing the suit? Or did they fuck up?
Like an existential crisis.
That's a great question. That's what I'm talking about. You start going, well, that's a
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, how noticing this baby?
Yeah.
How did this slip through?
That's the thing about like Raptors for Terrorists. I'll forget that. But the suit
Yeah.
baby, that'll bother me the rest of my life. I'll have to like hunt down who wrote that and they'll have forgotten. They'll be like, I don't really remember.
People ask about the suit, they're like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Like, it's just a movie
Why do
about a
I care
baby.
about this?
46 minutes, 37 seconds in, sir, you show outside the fantasy. The baby is clearly wearing a suit.
Oh my god.
Can you
Yeah.
make Plinkett-esque reviews of Boss Baby? I would
I
love that.
kind
Oh
of
my God,
want
that would
to
be
do
incredible.
something with it, but
Yeah.
like it's like
I mean,
Stockholm
do
syndrome.
what you know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all I know now. Yeah. The rest of this podcast is silent until I can find a way to put Boss Baby into it. And then it's like, we're fucking talking about Boss Baby. All right? They dropped the cannon. He's no longer at Baby Corp, but they're letting Tim work there, and I don't understand. You know.
Jeremy's becoming just glazed over.
What's happening?
No, yeah.
We'll get there one day.
Like, I don't watch movies to begin with, let alone Boss Baby.
The thing is, like, when
Now
that's-
I might watch it just to see that suit.
No!
Yes! Yes!
There it
I
is.
swear to God,
My work's done!
every time I see Boss Baby, I just think of Slow Beef's tweets where he's like, I'm watching the Boss Baby again.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There he is. They got him.
Oh my god, they got him.
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
him.
Really pixelated.
That's, yeah.
And they
That's actually the resolution of the movie. They cheaped out so much, DreamWorks. I don't even understand.
Transcendence.
His hand is tiny.
Oh,
baby.
Yeah, yeah.
It's smaller than his eyeball.
Yeah, his eyes are big. They should be. That's not realistic.
But listen, he makes his formula with a martini shaker.
I
Oh,
can't
nice.
believe he's not a real
There's,
boss.
oh wait, no, I gotta tell you,
That
there's
blows
this,
my mind.
I know.
There's
I'm
this-
sorry I asked.
this really fucking creepy scene where the Boss Baby's trying to convince his young brother to go with him to Baby Corp. And you get that by sucking on this pacifier that you have, and you become holograms back at Baby Corp headquarters. I can't believe I know this and I'm saying this on camera, but whatever. And then, like, Alec Baldwin's telling this kid, like, he's holding this pacifier. He's like, I want you to suck it. And the kid's like, no, you suck it. No, you suck it. And I'm like, am I really a horrible person for thinking that? But it's like, I posted that on Twitter, like, I'm not crazy, right? This is really creepy. And everyone's like, yeah. So I don't get why that part's in Boss Baby.
A lot of innuendos for the
Yeah.
adults.
Yeah.
Especially with Alec Baldwin's voice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just not right.
He'll punch a guy over a parking space.
There have been
Yeah,
many,
that was a whole thing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He said he didn't do it.
There have been many, many, many times where we pop up Netflix and Boss Baby shows up and Michael just shakes his head and goes, slow beef.
I mean, it's true. It's like one of those when you hear about danger, but like she wants to watch the train wreck.
Yep.
Yeah, I
do it.
recommend it. Sure.
Okay. Check it out.
Is it like one of those things where like if we start watching it, you can stop? It's like I got one.
Oh, yeah.
Like your
Like
replacement.
it follows. Yeah. You gotta pass it along.
Yeah, all right.
Jesus, you boss
You
baby
can
on
only
a roof.
leave and find another recruit.
Now, speaking of your
Nah.
tweets too, did you finally get into your sleep paralysis state or no?
Oh yeah,
No.
we saw that. She has that.
Yeah. Well, I just get stupid ideas sometimes. I was reading about sleep paralysis. We're watching Haunting a Hill House.
Oh, yeah.
And that came up, and I'm like, I should try that. And everyone on Twitter's like, no, that's the most horrible thing ever. I'm like,
Agreed.
yeah,
Yes.
but I'm not going to be able to do it anyway. Let's just entertain it, so.
I've heard of people who don't have it like repeated instances of it. They get it when they're like super duper tired, or maybe like sometimes if they're drunk and they go like asleep, that'll happen. For
You're
me,
just drunk.
yeah. For me, it always happens when I'm on my back because I don't know exactly what it is that triggers it. But yeah,
I've
get into,
read
like,
that.
Can't move state.
Yeah. Well, there's there's a whole sleep blog about it too, like how you can do things like that. And one of them they call it the corpse pose, where you're just laying on your back. I'm like, why did you need to name that though? Just say lay on your back.
yeah.
The corpse pose.
It's like a shorthand. Like, so I was corpsing yesterday.
So yesterday I
as
was
you
a
do.
full dead body in bed.
Yeah. Mouth open, eyes popping out of my skull a
is,
little
like,
bit.
right here.
Yeah.
How do you want to have sex tonight? Corpse pose?
Corpse.
Big fan of the
Corpse
corpse.
Both corpses.
When I first started,
So you're planking on top
Yeah,
of
she's just laying on top of me
Sorry, go
like
ahead.
this.
when I first started, when Lindsay was my boss, it was like my first or second week here. Like she was talking about sleep paralysis. I had no idea what it was. So she's like, "Oh, here's a documentary for it." You sent me an hour and a half long documentary at work over Slack as my boss. And you're like,
did.
"Watch this," and I was like,
Educate yourself.
"Okay."
It's
And
called The Nightmare.
it was horrifying.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I mean, the whole situation is horrifying. Experiencing is horrifying. And that's what like the scary thing to tell people about or try to get them to understand is like every time you get sleep paralysis, you think you're gonna die. It's like straight up like this is it. This is the end of my life. And I don't hallucinate. I just can't move, and I have to finally like make enough noise for Michael to shake me awake.
Gotcha.
But we have a couple of coworkers who get
Usually
things.
slap her.
Yeah, exactly.
Or put a
He does
pillow in.
the
Quiet. And then put a pillow over her face.
Come on, quiet you.
Does the airplane thing. We just get a line of people to smack me around, wake me up. But we have a couple of coworkers that get the hallucinations that come with it, and that's what happens in Hill House. It's actually
Yeah.
a very accurate representation of what goes on. But there's like recurring themes. People see like demons, aliens, some kind of shadow person, and that's what a lot of people attest to, like alien possession theories or like haunting in houses or stuff like that. It's like you're
Well,
just,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
your brain, basically. But when you don't know that, or especially if you grow up in a religious family, it's extra horrifying. You're like, I'm possessed by Satan. Sorry.
Yeah,
He's in me.
got the devil in me.
It was funny watching Haunting a Hill House, and you know one of the characters has sleep paralysis, and the person she ends up like dating is like some kind of like
Sleep
therapist,
expert
kind
or
of like
something,
sleep
right?
expert
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like talking to her like breathe. Like when they're having, I'm like, quiet, stop. I like shake the shit out of her. I do the exact opposite of that. I think we laughed about it while we were watching it. I was like, hey, get up.
Honestly,
I just like,
I would prefer that. I'd
and
much
it's just
rather
like,
that.
I mean, she'll just start like yelling. It's always like a low murmur, like, but then she'll start like yelling, and it just would be weird, like, just yell. I was like,
No,
I'll just be
shut
like,
up.
I'll be like, oh, you're
freaking
alive.
out, RB.
Yeah, calm down.
Like not
Stop.
saying anything.
Yeah, I do
Go
that.
back.
She hasn't had it in a while. Used to get it a lot more often.
No. I guess for both pregnancies, it's kind of gone away a little bit.
Oh shit.
He's gotta
Also-
keep pregnant. He's gonna stay pregnant.
Yeah.
You gotta keep pregnant.
You gotta keep pregnant.
You gotta cycle.
Just
of
keep it in.
babies, Yeah.
One other thing that works or like triggers into my sleep paralysis that you could try is if I fall asleep with like sweaters on or something, it feels like someone's grabbing me, and that will start it too.
I definitely feel like a thing of sleep paralysis people. When I fall asleep with clothes on, I wake up and I'm like, I'm hot. I've never been like, oh, who's grabbing me? I'm just like, fuck. I'm
Like,
so
why am I
sweaty.
wearing this?
Yeah, I'm wet. I'm like, and I peel it off, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
When I was like 10 years ago, I went to like an experimental haunted house, and I wanted to make that like a thing of trying new stuff. But now, like that I'm 40, it's like sleep paralysis. That sounds alright. I don't have to get out of my house for it.
I can do it in my bed.
Yeah, it's perfect. Boom. Sorry.
All right, come get me.
Yeah. It's like, fuck Hill House. This is great. You know.
It's terror effective and cost effective.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Terror effective.
Terror. Terror.
It sounded like you said terror effective.
Terror effective.
That's a
We'll get it with Raptors.
good shorthand. Yeah.
Oh my god. Can
If
imagine
you
saw
if
Raptors
you
do
snuck,
sleep
what if
paralysis?
you had like a black ops unit sneaking in someone's house while they were sleeping, and they put a laser pointer on them, and then they got sleep paralysis?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, what if they put a laser pointer
Yeah.
on him and then a raptor came in?
And then, well, they wouldn't have to shoot them. They just start like convulsing in bed.
Or what if raptors cure sleep paralysis?
Oh my god.
Boom.
There it is.
I bet they would. If a raptor came at me, I'd wake up.
Yeah.
I had this crazy dream. There was a raptor on me. Oh God!
Oh God, a raptor!
We gotta weaponize.
This
sleep
is just like Jurassic Park 1. Wait, which one? You know?
No, one
Jurassic
the
World.
reboot one.
Pratt 1 full 4.
Yeah. Pratt one coming in. And then he comes in. He goes like this.
Oh.
And he's
You
got the
know
little
me.
clicker like click,
You
click,
know
click,
me.
click, 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 click. And then they come back.
I love the clicker too because all I've seen that used elsewhere is with like cat shows, like cat
Yeah.
circuses. Like your kitty.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know like a raptor's like a big cat.
Yeah.
They've established that. That's canon now.
Cats came from raptors.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Wow.
It's just evolution.
It's true.
It's just
Yeah.
Wait a
evolution.
book,
Yeah.
Lindsay.
The true fallen kingdom.
Cats. Michael, what you got over there?
Jeremy, I was thinking about how to tie this into sleep paralysis, and I don't know how.
You could probably find out if you
I
have
bet
it in your family.
I bet you can't, and I'm not going to make
Somehow.
that claim because I don't know that they do. But you could find out a lot with 23andMe, because this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by 23andMe. Share the story of your family's DNA this holiday, now through Christmas Day. 23andMe DNA kits are on sale. It's named for the 23 pairs of chromosomes that make up your DNA. A 23andMe DNA kit is the perfect gift for anyone you love. There's never been a better way to give this gift of genetic discovery to your parents, siblings, your aunts, grandparents, everyone else on your list. It's the one gift that you can buy the entire family that will be unique for each loved one. With 23andMe's Ancestry Composition Report, you can explore where your DNA is from out of more than 150 regions worldwide. You can even learn how your genes play a role in your well-being and lifestyle choices. Do your arms and legs twitch while you're sleeping? The 23andMe Sleep Movement Report can help you discover how your genetics may be influencing how much you move your arms and legs during your sleep. Now through December 25th, that's Christmas, get a special discount on your 23andMe kit. Order your DNA kit at 23, that's number 23, andme.com/offtopic. That's, I said it before that got there. That's the number 23andme.com/offtopic. That's 23andme.com/offtopic. Find out a whole bunch of stuff. Sleep paralysis pending.
Yeah,
I don't know if they go that far.
TBD.
But TBD. Well, the cool thing about 23andMe is if you do the DNA test, it's just like a little, I've done it. They send you a little, like, just a little vial, and you just spit
What
into
are
it.
you?
I'm white.
Yeah.
Very
Pretty
white.
white.
Yeah.
European, French, just white.
My dad did it, and it was just like, yeah, we're pretty white.
Yeah, no surprises there. But I also did the health. You can do just Ancestry, you can do like Ancestry and health. And the cool thing is like when they add new stuff, you get updates. Like it's not just when you send it in. So
It's like hang on to your spit.
yeah, they store it. So like a year after you do it,
To
it's
clone
like,
you.
hey, by the way, you do this.
And a
you
bunch
know.
of Michaels come walking out of 23andMe.
Well, that's my hope.
Yeah.
That's my hope. When they offer it,
I would
I'm
love
gonna do it like
I'd
that.
love to have another
I'll be
me.
like click, click, click.
It'll be
click,
like
click.
the island where you
We'd
can
be best
harvest your
friends.
clone's organs.
enough.
Yeah.
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 It's like, you got off the island. No, you're going to die.
Right. Now I don't have to take my kids' organs, which is the whole reason I had them. It's
Exactly.
perfect.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
be
they're
a
good
person.
stand-ins. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that and the labor, but you're not at that point yet. I
No,
assume.
not yet. No. Well, the one does shoes pretty well,
Okay.
but you know.
Nice.
Does shoes?
Yeah, she makes them.
makes
you
them?
know?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
They don't sell. They're not great, but you know, whatever.
They're pretty low quality.
Yeah, we'll have to work on it. We're trying to.
Jesus.
But you can take them to like Chinatown, right? Like you usually commute, right?
See,
You're,
I
like, in
want to
New York.
keep it. I want to keep it local. You know, I want to have that "Made in the USA" logo on my sweatshop shoes.
Gotcha.
that come out, you know.
Gotcha.
Oh, Chinatown. Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever.
no, yeah.
These
I
were
was
American
referring to
kids
New
that
York.
worked on these.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
actually China.
Right. Yeah.
That's
got it.
like honestly, that'd be expensive to get there.
You know,
I could see
you
you
think
flying there
that.
and just open up like,
Yeah.
my kid made these shoes. And also, like, if you brought your kids' shoes made in America to China, they would be shit compared to what they're
absolutely.
making over there. I mean, they literally make Nikes.
Maybe like, my 2-year-old makes better shoes.
They
than
make
this.
iPhones too, yeah.
Yeah. Just like hammering
With
away.
hammers.
Those little Fisher
crazy.
Price
Hey, it's
hammers.
legal.
Make it like
It's
a
fine.
game.
It's
you
crazy.
know?
Perfectly
Yeah,
legal.
absolutely.
But
nothing
the
wrong with
New
it.
Jerseyans especially, they'd love it.
Oh yeah.
I would think.
New Jerseyans.
Yes. I don't know what you
that's
call
weird.
yourselves.
New
Jersey.
Jersey.
I don't call myself anything.
Yeah.
Trash is usually what I say.
Some guy. Yeah.
Some dude.
Yeah.
This is annoying, and this goes like to the East Coast thing. She knows this, and I corrected her 100 million fucking times. But every time ever Lindsay talks about Andy, she's like, "We're just going home to Boston." You know, Andy's from Boston.
Here's the thing.
He's from Boston.
If you're not from Massachusetts,
still,
everyone just assumes you're from Boston.
yeah, but she knows that. Well, she's been talking to her parents like, yeah, Andy's going home to Boston. I'm like, he's not from Boston. He doesn't live in
Sorry.
Boston.
I fly into Boston.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
but you're not going
accurate.
home to
Yeah,
Boston.
it's
I'm like,
true.
Jeremy's
I'm
from
not
fucking
from Boston.
I mean,
I'm not from Boston.
well, I
though.
mean, to be fair, you say that all the time, though.
yeah,
you
because
say
it's
Boston.
easy. It's the same
It's
thing you're
easier. I
saying.
say
Yeah,
it
but like
too.
the COD, as according to Andy, is like the COD. Like you're not in the COD, you're on the
I mean, it's
COD.
it's further from
No,
Boston than where I'm from.
No, yeah. You live on Cape Cod. You don't live in Cape Cod. You live on it.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
It's very
Yeah,
important.
there's no like
It's a
there's
peninsula.
no town.
but like,
There's
and
no
when I
Cape
think
Cod.
of like
No, yeah,
Boston,
if you
you're
go on
far
Cape.
closer than Andy.
I am.
Yeah, when you go on Cape.
It's just a
you don't
pet
go in.
peeve I
Yeah,
have.
yeah. People say,
He
I'm gonna go
always
on
says
Cape.
it.
Yeah, I'm still like, and this sounds real different in Texas. I was gonna say I'm still like a 15-20 minute drive from Boston, but I'm also
Which
a
means
15
nothing.
to 20 minute drive from Austin, and I
Right.
live in Austin. But
Right.
the sizes of cities are very different.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah, you're like an hour and a half.
Like
from
I have to
Boston,
drive
an hour.
through.
It's about an hour to the airport.
I have to drive through like
If there's no
5 or
traffic.
6 different towns to get to Boston,
Yeah.
even though it's only like 15-20 minutes, because it's just everything's so small. It's just like, hey.
I feel you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I have to get over a bridge.
And
to
then there's
get on
Boston
Cape, yeah.
proper, and then there's Boston.
Right.
It's like Somerville and
Yeah.
West Roxbury.
I
and
grew
all
up
that.
halfway
Somerville.
between Fort Worth and Dallas, but I just told people I'm from Dallas. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
it's
into
just
details
easier.
there.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, also Texas is like 17 hours,
It's
like
true.
to get from one end to the other.
Fuck that.
We have Dallas, maybe Fort Worth for some people, but mostly Dallas, Houston, Austin, and maybe San Antonio. There you go.
I would like
That's our state.
every now and again drive to Maine, like a place in southern Maine. We'd be like, "Oh man, like we're looking down the barrel."
Kittery?
Like, no, Old Orchard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we were like, "Ooh, we're looking down the barrel, like 2-hour drive." Like,
Yep.
and I'm like, God.
Sure, drive to Maine.
Same thing, dude. In Jersey, like I never really left. You know, like even like family lived in Jersey. I'm like, dude, they're fucking 50 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like they're 50 minutes away. They're so
Laugh at you.
far.
Yep.
And then I got to Texas, and it's like, oh yeah, my parents are right down the road. It's 4 hours. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
But it's one road. Though.
It is one. It's literally
That's the
one road.
difference.
That is
Yeah.
the
One
nice thing.
road.
You can go 98 miles an hour.
And nowadays, like Kat now would be like, "Hey, you want to go to On the Border? Okay," and we'll
This
drive. We'll drive to
sick fuck.
Waco.
Yeah. Drove an hour and a half just to go to On the Border, eat, and then come
we
back.
like their salsa.
It's just like, I love the salsa. You can
order
probably
that
buy it.
online.
Yeah, you can buy it.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And Kat's got a major issue.
It's not the
with
same.
it.
When you go to On the Border, they take it out of the jar and put it in the microwave before they give it to you.
Wait, what's her issue?
Her issue is that we buy 3 quarts of it, and she eats one of those quarts in an hour or
Oh, okay.
so. It's like she
Gotcha.
just can't help herself when it's in the house. So I'm just like,
Is that like you with cheese?
Not
That's the
allowed.
reverse. You're not allowed to have cheese
I
in the
can
house.
I can control myself with cheese. I just don't want it around because I don't want the temptation.
Yeah.
Now, I did order 2 Hot Pockets last night through Amazon Prime.
Nice.
And those are
That's
sitting
the
in
way-
my
that's
freezer
nice.
waiting for me.
That's the best use of Amazon Prime now. It's just like $10 worth of munchies.
I was
Dude.
laying
All
in
I use
bed.
it for.
I knew I was gonna start streaming in a little bit, and I was like, kind of feeling tired. It's like I should get some energy drinks. Like I could drive to the gas station to get some. Let's see what Prime Now's got. And I ordered Monsters, and then I was like, I should add something else on the cart. Hot Pockets.
You're already paying the delivery fee.
So now they're just
Yeah.
in my freezer waiting for me.
Is it a
'Cause I was still
pepperoni
full
one?
from Rudy's.
Yeah?
What?
Pepperoni pizza?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, I either get pepperoni or 4 cheese. Those are really the only Hot Pockets I get.
So it's 4 cheese is just cheese.
Just cheese. There's
Yeah.
no meat.
But
feel like
because
it
of the
needs
nature
meat.
of
It
a Hot
needs it.
Pocket,
I love
3 of those cheeses will be heated up, and one will still be a stick of frozen cheese.
Good.
But either way, it's
But
still
everything else
4.
around
Yeah.
it is like
It's magma. Yeah, magma. I don't know what I said. I was gonna say lava and magma, so I said magma.
I don't know what
It's the same the thing, yeah.
I don't know what is in a hot pocket that makes it like that.
I don't think
'Cause
any
it's
of it's food.
Because it's like you start eating it and you're like,
Chemical.
oh damn, like that's really hot, and then you let it sit there, and then like the outside it starts to get like we'll get
It
cold,
congeals.
and then you bite it and it burns the shit out of your
I feel
scale.
like what you have to do is you probably have to let it sit. Like you know when you take like a steak off, it got to cook internally for a little bit.
Yeah.
You put it on the cutting board. You just got to put the. You
can put a hot
supposed to let
pot
it
into a
sit.
steak.
You're
You
supposed
got-
to let
yeah,
hot
yeah.
pockets stand for 2 minutes after you take them out.
Who has time for that?
Well, I do.
No.
I did it, and I put them on a plate, and I just like put it off to the side, and I was like, I'll get to those in 2 minutes, and then I bit it and burned the shit out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Those chemical warmers, you know the ones you crack and then they get
That's
hot?
all it is?
That's the hot
It's
pocket.
just you crack open
it's
a hot
internal
pocket.
thing.
Dude, I just ordered on Prime Now to try and curb like some of my fatty. Like I'm just getting too fucking fat, like eating fast food. So I got a bunch of like skillets, like it says for two, but it's like for one normal human. You know, it's like skillet for two if you eat half a bowl of food.
Right.
Nobody eats 2 Oreos.
Yeah, so it's like it's all just like chicken-based shit. It's like bird's eye,
Chicken's good.
like garlic chicken and like
Oh, and the bags stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Those are
bag.
good.
Like I don't know what the fuck the pasta is, like the curly pasta. And then I got like chicken Florentini and I got chicken parm, and I order all those. I'm like, that's like, you know, next time I'm like, and it takes like 12 minutes. You throw it in the skillet, 12 minutes, that's it, it's done. And I was like, now I have like nine or so of those in my freezer. Where like the next time I like, and I also have a problem of eating at night. I'll go get fast food at like midnight, and I'm just like now at like 10 or 11, I can just make that instead. Eat like a decent meal. Not even that it's like healthy, but like it's not
It's not
disgusting.
bad. It's just
fast
sodium.
food.
Other than that, it's not bad.
I can eat that instead. But then while I was ordering it, I'm like, I'll throw in 7 microwavable mac and cheese bowls.
God.
And like I've eaten like 3 of them already.
Michael!
They're so good. They're so good. Because Lindsay usually buys the little cups,
Yeah.
but they're for
Yeah.
children. And it's like, boy, I'm hungry. All right, it's done.
Yeah.
So then she'll make like 2 or 3 of them, which defeats the purpose of having them. You know, they're meant for like a little
I
snack.
like the shapes.
Not like just keep making them. And this mac and cheese, I don't remember what the brand is, but this mac and cheese, it's like a decent sized bowl. And
What color
comes-
is it? The bowl.
It's like
Blue?
tannish.
It's brown.
It's like
Oh, I
brownish.
have no idea what that is.
And it comes with a layer of breadcrumbs. I'm like, that's just classy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
damn,
what
that
else?
is so
It's like
classy.
white cheddar.
You're gonna have to get me the name
Yeah.
of this brand.
I'm looking up right now.
That's 4-star restaurant.
And here's the
mac
best
cheese,
thing.
yeah.
Here's the best thing about a lazy piece of shit. Like the other thing about the cups, which is infuriating, is you rip them open and you add water, but by design they overflow in your microwave. And I hate it because like
lot of them.
because
Under
like
the fill line.
it bubbles up and then it spills, but it's not like just water. It's like the
Starch.
goo. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that starch goo.
Yeah.
So then like your microwave plate gets all like gooey, and I fucking hate that. But these, you just literally take it, pop it in the microwave, 6 minutes. You don't even gotta cut the film. It literally says that on the box. Like, don't worry, don't need to vent
We
it.
got
You
you.
literally
Yeah.
don't have to cut the fucking film. It's on the
Yeah.
box.
So like,
Perfect.
so now, while on one hand I've been like, I'm gonna get more skillets, I've gone all in on these fattening, cheesy mac and cheese. No, that's not it. That even looks just from that box. It looks like a healthy choice thing because it's
Evil.
like it's white. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
It's
just
white.
gonna.
White is light.
This is like
not
it's
like that-
tan. It's
This blasts you with like, hey, you like this,
it's
fatty?
with the box is kind of dirt color.
Why don't you suck this down?
I
With
used
like a free
to-
chocolate
I'm gonna
bar.
look it
Yeah.
up. I'm gonna
in
find it
college
right now.
and then like shortly out of college.
You're getting there. That's not it, but
We
you're
always
getting
get the
there.
Easy Mac things.
Yeah.
Like me and Easy Mac.
there
Oh
it
man,
is.
you, like
Yep.
you
That's-
pop
that's
open
the
an
college
Easy
meal
Mac
right
and
there.
then you like
Dude.
a bunch of pepper.
Dude.
Oh
of
yeah,
pepper.
Yep.
Pepper and
Yep.
Easy Mac
Salt
is
and
great.
pepper. Oh,
Here,
Or
what?
sriracha.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried with sriracha.
Oh
and
yeah,
pepper.
you mix
Is
sriracha.
that right there?
I got it.
Oh.
No, I got it. Mary Callender's creamy Vermont mac and cheese bowl.
That sounds classy.
It's very classy.
It's Vermont. Is it
Look
white
at that.
cheddar?
Look at
Oh my
that.
God.
Yup, it is. Look at
Yeah,
that.
Vermont, dude.
Look
They
at that.
can't handle their
Oh,
white cheddar.
shit. Put that up
coming
on
out
the
their
screen.
fucking
I could
ears.
see
out on the
a
screen.
waiter describing that to me at like a
Yeah,
classy place.
yeah. The waiter, they just scoop it out of this bowl, slap it in their
And that's-
bowl,
that's
and you're
on
like,
Prime
I'll pay
now?
$40 for it. It's on Prime now, right now. There it is. That's it. Look
man.
at that. I've sucked
It's up
down
there now too.
Look at all this.
Little pixelated.
Look at all those
The
pixels.
real box doesn't look like that. I've sucked down a couple of those.
210 grams of protein.
I don't think that's
so
what that says.
full of protein. No, it says 200
10.
It's 21. It's just
21 grams.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
G,
Okay.
the G is.
If it's the way you thought it would say 210 of
Tons of
protein.
protein. Just whey powder. Just all over
you
it.
It's
know,
570 calories, I think it says. That's not
On-
awful.
on-
It's awful if you just keep sucking them down.
If
It's
you have
so
one.
good though. It's so good though.
Does it look like, okay, normally for promotional images, they'll clean the side of the plate too, make it all nice and crisp. For that, they literally have the cheese overflowing off the side of the
yeah.
plate.
Yeah,
so.
because
Cascading
they
down.
know who they're marketing it to. Someone's going, oh yeah,
Oh, look at that cheese.
dude.
Like some
honestly,
food photographer they sent away. Like, no, just
no.
stay like that. It's
they
fine.
just
Yeah,
need some
whatever.
fat guy
Don't
in here. Just like, I'll take a picture of that.
With his phone.
The breadcrumbs were a nice touch.
Yeah.
I made one.
They don't get soggy with the nice and
No,
crisp?
it's good.
Nice.
It's good. I made one, and I literally I went up to Lindsay. I was like, eat this, take a
Did,
bite of
did.
it, eat this, and she was like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm like, fuck you, it's amazing.
You don't deserve it.
If you ever want to see something sadly disgusting, take a box of Kraft mac and cheese, like the blue box,
Yeah.
classic one,
Yeah.
and make it exactly the way the directions tell you to make it. Because
I always use half the cheese.
it's not even the cheese, it's if you follow the directions, like word for word, it's like half a stick of butter.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Like you put the like I told Kat one time I was
Just
when
half?
we were in our house in Massachusetts. I was like, hey, you know, like I'm gonna follow the direction. I was like, I usually just wing this stuff. I'm gonna read it like thing for thing. She's
Do
like,
it right.
okay.
Special
I'm gonna
occasion.
do it right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, poured it in, and it's like, all right, like now. It was like 4 tablespoons of butter or something, and like the butter is always labeled, like it has the lines on the outside. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 4, and it was just that
Half a
much
stick.
of a stick of butter, and I was just like, just drop that in.
It looks so good.
It was just like without any cheese in
I
there already.
always-
It looked like it was in a cream sauce, but it's just butter.
This is butter.
I was just like,
That's literally how much butter I used in the 2 dozen cupcakes I made and brought to work.
yeah.
So,
Instead, you can have it in like 2 bowls of mac and
Butter's
cheese.
just like a flavor boner, though. It's just
Yeah.
so
It's
good.
Butter and garlic.
yeah.
Garlic's good too.
Have you
And
ever
sriracha.
bitten a stick of butter?
Sriracha, yep.
No.
Like, just straight
I'm
butter.
sure I have.
I have.
But I don't think it was in like a. I'm sure I've bitten a stick of butter as in like bite that
Right,
stick of
yeah,
butter.
like
I've never
a
been
bat.
like pretty good,
No.
pretty good. I've never done that.
I wonder if it'd be tasty.
It's
don't know.
okay.
Probably
But
a stick of butter?
The thing about
It's like
butter is
just
though,
like-
like you gotta melt it.
It's not worth
Once
the
it
calories.
melts, it's way better.
Yeah,
It's a
so
great
just-
flavor
well,
enhancer on its own, though. I don't think it would be worth it.
If you're on keto, I think it's okay. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
Definitely
go.
good.
There's
do
no
it.
diet that
We have
allows
butter
for just
around.
eating a
Yeah,
stick
and
of butter.
I usually when I make
I'm on the
mac
butter
and
cheese
cheese,
diet.
I go nuts adding butter and milk. I don't give a fuck what is already in there. It's just like butter and then.
Oh,
just
I
pour the
eyeball
milk
it.
in there.
Yeah, just
There's
like
been
this
some
looks
times where,
good.
you're supposed to boil water and then you toss the macaroni. Sometimes I'll do milk instead, boil that.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
What?
Yep.
You
I don't
boil
know what the fuck
milk?
she's talking about. That's
Boil-
also like you have to have
You
so-
boil
I know what you're
pasta in
talking
milk?
You can.
You can.
but that's so much milk.
Yeah, what? Who cares? It's great mac and cheese.
I care. Milk's expensive.
Especially if you buy the Horizon.
I have heard of people
Again,
that do
special
that.
occasion, like your anniversary or
Organic
something.
Horizon.
you know?
Horizon, because it
Wedding
lasts
dinner.
forever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where Prime Now gets you, right? Like Horizon milk is awesome. It's organic
Yep.
and it lasts forever, but they have no other options. You have to buy it's like you're already paying to get groceries delivered like a lazy piece of shit. Then you're paying the delivery fee. Then they're like, oh shoot, all we have is organic. It's twice as expensive as regular milk. And I'm like,
But
fuck, I'm so lazy.
yeah, but I'm just like, you got me,
yeah.
Thank you.
and I do it.
Oh yeah, there's that boiled milk.
Whoa,
Whoa,
I've
wait a
never
minute.
done that.
Yep.
I've never done
Film
that.
on top of it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure it's good. That's just like you're looking at half a carton of milk or more.
Guys,
For some mac and
I don't know
cheese.
how
A
big the
worthy
receptacle is,
sacrifice.
but that's
Holy
Well,
shit.
one of the great things
It's like a
about
meringue.
mac and cheese, I'll say, is it's fucking cheap. No matter where
yeah.
you go, you even go like elitist Kraft Deluxe mac and cheese. It's like you get a fucking huge pot of mac and cheese for like 4 people.
Yeah,
and
here's 10 ounces
it's
of steak
like $3.
for, $20, or
Yeah.
here's 9 pounds of mac and cheese for a nick.
Pasta's cheap as fuck. Like you're paying for the cheese basically in the
Yeah.
Kraft mac and cheese.
I just
so
had a,
like when you're throwing in a $5 gallon of milk, that's absurd, sir.
I just had a friend in town, so we went to Walmart.
Yeah,
we
you
got
did.
a bunch of like frozen food.
High roller.
So yeah,
Walmart.
so he was like,
So if you took him to the frozen food aisle, I was like, pick out anything you want.
yeah,
Anything you want.
yeah, no. So
On me.
we got like some of those like Tyson Anytizers, like those chicken bites. And then he was like, let's get some pigs and blankets. And I was like, okay. So I found some pigs and blankets. I didn't even look at the price. Rung it up. It was 36 little pigs and blankets. They were like this big, $13.95. And I was like, $14 for 36 little
You are having a laugh.
Yeah.
And he's like at the checkout in Walmart going,
$14?
no, wait a second.
Were you the person that's like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, I took it, but I was like,
You're paying me back.
$14? I won't be getting these again. Pretty good.
Dude.
But not $14.
Not nearly 50 cents a bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You expect to save money when you
I was
actually
like,
put
all
the
this-
effort of going to the grocery store.
Yeah, and I was just
You're like,
especially
"Ah,
Walmart."
I should be rewarded for this. I left the house.
Yeah.
Dude, HEB sushi is pretty pricey. I get the sushi at HEB.
But it's pretty decent,
It's
though, isn't it?
good. I get it all the
sushi at
time.
HEB, yeah.
Like they have like the thing. It's called like salmon delight or something. But it's like 6 rolls of salmon and then like a bunch of the like sashimi, like the laid on the top
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of those and then like 3 other types of rolls with salmon in it,
nigiri?
like in one thing. And I was just
Nigiri,
like,
yeah.
I'm always like. "Ah," like I just take it like soy sauce all over and
Yeah.
devour it.
I
So
know-
I'd say like that is like $15.
See,
or
I don't
so.
mind. I don't mind cheaper sushi because I don't like seafood. I like the shit in sushi
How are you
besides
from
the
Cape
seafood.
Cod and you don't
Well,
like
like,
seafood?
I was cursed.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean like this? You like sushi but without the fish?
Yeah, so I like the
Okay.
veggie rolls. Like I like the
California.
seaweed. I
Oh,
like
me
the
too.
rice. I like the veggies. I like.
rare, but you go to a sushi place and you can actually get like beef sushi.
Yes.
And that's the shit.
That's what's
Yeah.
been saving my
Like
life
Kobe
when I
beef
get
sushi
while
is
I'm
like-
pregnant.
I literally like everything else. I'll eat regular sushi, but I just like I don't really enjoy the fish. I enjoy everything else around it. I enjoy the soy sauce,
The rice.
the
You know,
rice.
I like that spicy orange mayonnaise.
Yeah,
they put
that's
on
a
it,
chicken.
and
Anything
then,
that's
like-
that color is good.
Yeah.
Any sauce that's that color.
And there's like sushi connoisseurs that are like, don't do that. That's awful. I'm like,
Fuck
no, I'll
you.
drink
No.
that.
Fuck
That's
off.
awesome.
Give me some
Yeah.
ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I,
any sauce that's that off
I'll
orange
say-
color, like the dip and stuff for a bloomin' onion.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
That
Also,
shit, dude.
bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onions are great.
I saw that
It's
in
like, hey, you
Frozen.
want a big fucking onion? Shove this in your mouth. I'm like, yeah. I guess I
It's
do.
so tasty though. It's so
It
fucking
is
good.
really good.
Speaking of which, and going back to your
That's like
butter
a
conversation,
horseradish
you want to
sauce
get
kinda deal.
food like that and also be a huge fatty, go to the Texas State Fair. They have deep fried butter, like sticks of butter. They
Yeah,
just
I've
toss in the
seen deep fried butter. Yeah,
And you eat it, and it's great.
And you stick
it,
of butter
and it's
deep fried.
great.
My jaw dropped, and I can't tell if it's because I'm disgusted or I really want to
Yeah,
try
deep fried
it.
butter
mix
is
of
the
butter.
thing.
So
They have
like,
deep fried
deep fried like Twinkies.
Kool-Aid. They have
Oh,
deep fried
yeah.
kinds of
Kool-Aid.
Oreos.
They have that down at the Jersey Shore, like deep fried like Oreos and Twinkies and all that. And there's this place now, they have like chocolate covered everything. They have like chocolate covered Twinkies,
Hey,
chocolate
there's
covered.
one. Stick of butter.
I mean, that looks
Deep
good.
fried
It looks like a
butter.
melted corn dog.
Well, because the butter melts, so it's just a fried gel with melted
it's fried
butter.
butter in butter.
Yeah.
That's what the picture
It's
is.
fucking disgusting.
There.
I would have to try it. I would have to.
You hear the popping of like the arteries like filling up.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
like as they like shut
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I feel like that's
that
one
one
of those.
closed.
Like I'd encounter it once in my life, and I'd say no, and then I'd never encounter it again, and I'd always wonder, you know,
What
would-
life would have been if you had that.
It's like
Exactly.
I had my first Twinkie a few years ago at their apartment, and I haven't had one since.
Well,
I was one and done. I was like,
that's the
pretty
correct
good.
response to a Twinkie.
Yeah, I was
Twinkies
like-
are okay.
I was like, that was pretty good.
Twinkies are.
They were great in my
Overrated.
childhood. Now that I'm an adult and I've had one again, I'm like,
Now that I've had things that
don't
aren't
like
Twinkies.
this.
What do you, what's the fucking chocolate shit you still stuff your
Oh,
face
well,
with?
ding
Is it
dongs are another
ding dongs?
story. All right.
Oh, ding dongs are not as good as
Great.
Ring
Twinkies.
ding,
this
Toho,
is-
Nutterfuckers,
this
they're all
is-
great.
This is
No,
fucking
those are
funny.
good.
The Nutter Butters, yeah.
Ding dongs are
not the Nutter Butter
on. What
peanut
is
butter
it? Ding dongs, ring dings, ding dongs,
dongs, yeah.
dinglings. They're on Prime now.
Hell
The thing
yeah,
with
they
Prime
are.
now is it always changes. Sometimes you get shit and then you go to order it the
It's
next
like what
day.
they don't
and
have
it's
Slim
not
Jims
there.
really.
Oh, shit.
They just have the little.
They have knockoff
Mm.
gyms.
Yeah.
But like
Not gyms.
Lindsay is
gyms.
great.
Yes.
Slim Jims.
Slender Jim. Yeah.
Slender
James, like a classy Slim Jim.
Lindsay's great for like ordering Prime Now shit and then just like leaving it there. Like she'll especially order shit late
Yeah.
at night and they'll drop it off at like 10 o'clock and I gotta like harass her like you gotta fucking take it in. Like one, if there's like perishables, you gotta put them in the fridge.
Yeah.
And two, it's like people just take our shit. If it's like sitting like well, there's a bag and it's 2 a.m. There's just a bag of Amazon sitting there. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So it's like she'll like half-ass like go down, answer the door, take it, and then just like throw it in the hallway and then close the door
Hey,
and
it's
come back
in.
upstairs.
It's
It's in the house.
Climate
It's good
controlled,
enough.
it's fine.
You
But,
and
like-
Kat are the same human
But
beings.
but
so
it's the best
sad.
part. I don't know what I did. I did something. Like I don't think it was the morning because she's not that much of an animal. But it was just the other day where like she ordered a bunch of shit from Prime Now. And I was leaving the house. Maybe I was being like a fat fucking getting like fast food run at night or something. I don't remember what it was. But I
Classic
remember
Michael.
classic me. I remember leaving and there was like 4 Prime Now bags at the door, and I left. I came back, and like one of the bag was like knocked over, and I was like, the fuck? And
Like a
I picked
raccoon got
up
into
the
it?
bag, and a box of fucking ding dongs was ripped open, and like 2 were missing. And then that was it though. So like she came downstairs, and like, where's my ding dong? Got him, and then went back upstairs. And I was like,
I got what I needed.
she came down and was like, give mama what she wants. And then she just went back upstairs. And I was like, you came down for the ding dongs and then left everything else? And she's like, well, that's just where I wanted them.
That's awesome.
God damn
That's
it. Like,
incredible.
I want to say it was the gym, but to give her credit, I don't think it was like 8 o'clock in the
No, I
morning,
think
but it
you're
was
right.
like night. I left in the span of like 15 minutes. I was like, did a raccoon get in here? Like, what happened here? It was just like one bag was in disarray, and she was like, I got the ding dongs.
Good to go. Thank you. Goodness.
Yeah, and then she likes to leave the wrappers everywhere all over the house. I always find
Do
them.
that as well.
I'm like, oh, cool.
Yes.
Oh, and there's chocolate all over the floor. There was one night
Yep.
the other day. I'm at my like computer
I
desk.
caught it, yeah.
I'm on my computer desk and I'm playing Red Dead or doing whatever, and she's like, you know, fucking about with Iris like behind me and this and that, and so like, you know, I'm like, I have like one headphone off usually, and I'm talking to her and shit, and I get up, I turn around, and there's fucking chocolate everywhere, like all over the floor.
It was a
like,
concentrated corner, but
but like
yes.
crumbs that are like just small enough where it's like a little crumb, but I mean like everywhere. And I was like, what the fuck? Like it looked like clearly there had been some sort of open ding dong that Iris had got a hold of and like flung it everywhere. And that's fine. That's fine. That happens. But the idea, I turn around, Lindsay's sitting there, and she's like, I'll get to it. I'm like, it's chocolate all over the carpet. Like the second somebody steps on it, like that's it. It's squished into the carpet fibers. And I was like, get a fucking vacuum. And the look she gives me, like,
It's not going anywhere.
fine. And I'm like, but you're sitting in chocolate crumbs everywhere. Like, and she's like, I'll get to it. And it's just like, it was like a moat of chocolate crumbs. She's like, Iris got into it. I'm like, but why is it still there? I'm like,
I got it on video.
That mentality of the like.
it drives me insane.
I'll get to it.
It drives me insane.
Like even just like with Kat, for me, it's a major thing of like, I do all the cooking in the house pretty much. Like I get home, I just start cooking, and then when she gets home, dinner's ready. So like we can just do that. And then I'm like, when we're done, and you have your plate and it's empty, you got the things, just put it in the dishwasher. That's it, right? Like, I'm just like,
Yeah,
just shove
also,
it in there.
because
I'll
it's
run it, I'll
also no
empty
matter
it.
what you've had, it's wet, comes right off the plate.
Yeah, you
it's
just
not
rinse
crusted.
it,
It's
just
like
shove it in there,
comes right off.
Perfect. And constantly, I'll walk into the kitchen and I'll see shit piled up like that high, not even in the sink, just like next to it. Like she'll get there, she'll put it down, and then something will distract her, and she'll go do that. And I'll walk into the kitchen, she'll just hear from the other room, "Woman!" Just when I show back. I just fucking hate it.
Drives
I'm
me
like,
nuts. Lindsay does a lot of shit, but like coffee cups.
Yeah. Do they
She'll go to the extent of putting it in the sink. There's a coffee cup in the sink with coffee in it. I'm like, just pour it out.
Kat does
And then it's
that.
got the ring in the cup, and then I'm sitting there scrubbing it like, God damn it, like she can't do this. And then put it in.
Kat does that
It's a whole wrist
inexplicably with like if she goes to Sonic or something and gets like a shake.
Okay.
They're in disposable cups. She'll leave half a shake of in a disposable cup in the sink, just sitting there. And I go, why is it? What are you waiting for? I'm like, what are you gonna? And I forget what her excuse is on why she doesn't just throw it out or something like that. She's like, I might have wanted it later. I'm like, well, why did you put it in the sink?
Put it in the fridge.
Like, if you want to hang on to it, put it in the fridge or like leave it on the counter or something.
Right.
Just like this disposable cup in the sink deteriorating from the water. Throw it out.
See, I can relate from the opposite end though, because I always leave half the shit around. But I have no good excuse. Like I'll drink it later. And my wife will be like, "Why'd you do this?" Like I'm stupid.
I just.
I was gonna tweet, so I got distracted. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Fucking hell.
Oh Lord. So wait. Going back to mac and cheese cups. You said you put sriracha in it?
Yeah, you never done that?
No, I haven't done
You
that.
put some sriracha and mix it in, it gets like that kind of dark orange color.
Okay. I had a
That's your
friend-
favorite color for food, you said.
Yeah.
Like that off orange.
Well, that
They were, like,
that,
bringing it all together.
pale
Yeah.
orange
Yeah.
sauce. Anytime you see that sauce, you're like, this
This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
gonna be good.
I had a friend in college who would put tuna in there and mix it up.
In
which was
mac
kinda
and
weird.
cheese?
Yes, I could see
Like
that.
a tuna
cheese
melt.
That's not awful. Tuna and cheese is good.
It is.
I've never tried it with pasta, but I
My
assume
grandma
it'd be
used
fine.
to cut up hot dogs. She'd slice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she'd like slice the hot dogs into
Nice.
the
Like in the old
Like-
country.
So you hold the hot
Playing
dog
a video
and
game.
You hold the hot dog and you have the knife and you go.
Yeah.
I see
It does it
yeah.
in little slices into the mac and cheese.
Oh,
And mix
yeah.
that in. It's like, ooh.
Dude,
a
that's
good-
what I
good mac
love.
and cheese.
That's when
That's
you're
what I
like,
love.
The fancy.
That's when you're like, I'm a little kid.
yeah.
Eat it.
That's what I love, and you can do it with mac and cheese, but especially here in Texas with like queso, it's just like I'll fucking slap that on there. Like it works as
good.
sliced cheese. It's just like I'm eating a sandwich of anything, pour queso on it. Like
Why
you
not?
can do that with mac and cheese too, right? It's just like, oh, I need cheese, mac and cheese. Ow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just works. I love it. I love cheese.
Mac and cheese on
Yeah.
other
I
things.
want to
is
die
brilliant.
like eating cheese.
Mac and
I want to
cheese
be like a
pizza.
cheese connoisseur, like go around the world trying different cheeses, and that would just be my life.
It's awesome.
amazing.
You think you want
Gotta
that
get a
until
job
you
with the
have some
Travel
of those,
Channel
like,
or something.
disgusting
Some are
cheese.
disgusting.
Oh, like the
but
cheese
most,
with the maggots
most are
on it?
good.
Yeah.
Maggot cheese.
Oh,
Maggot
what's
cheese,
the name
that's
of the
a
maggot
thing.
cheese?
No, there's a cheese in like I think it's Italy where they make it and then like maggots come in and start to eat the cheese, and that's how they eat it.
shit
Call
it
the
out
maggots.
again.
Maggots, come on in.
Yeah, it's like there's these live maggots.
They have
and all
bow
these-
ties though.
All these old Italian guys are like, hey, maggot cheese. Oh.
Whoa.
It's like, yeah, like they're all happy about it.
Do you
I'm like,
brush
that's-
the maggots off first?
No.
Oh, okay. That's
No.
just part of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like two words. It's like casso.
Yes, that's it.
Casso something.
Maggot. No, that's not it.
So maggot.
I forget the name of. Hang on, I gotta find it.
well, you look up-
Kasumatsu or something.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
I
telling
think that's
you
it.
about this.
Is that the mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese.
I'm gonna look
That
up.
looks
Yeah,
like
that's
bread.
Well, the stuff to the left
Maggots
looks
are
like
little
maggots.
tiny.
But, like,
things.
Kasumatsu. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
That's it.
like actually like watch them eat it, like you can see them crawling on like the piece they have
What?
on the cracker. Which like I don't even know why they bother with a cracker at that point. You're
Just
it's
eat the
gonna be
maggot
awful.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, just eat it.
Yeah.
It's like obviously a dare, right?
If the
It can't-
maggots are dead, the cheese isn't good anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like it's
What if
like then
one's
it's dangerous to eat.
That's like really
It's the
bad
canary
cheese. Like
maggots.
not only
Yeah.
are there maggots, but the maggots die. Like they won't even eat.
You're
couldn't
eating
nourish
maggot
them.
shit because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
the good cheese is what good cheese. It's
Like
what
they
passes
couldn't grow
through.
to become flies.
It's the same
They're
thing
just
with
like,
like
yeah, you
it's the
suck.
same thing with the civet coffee, like the
Is that the
coffee.
monkey
Like, well, this was the
shit?
one with the civet, which is like some kind of tree cat. Just like eats coffee beans and then shits them out, and then they make coffee
Yeah,
out of
it's
the
the
shit
poop
out beans.
coffee.
Yeah.
Humans
That
like
coffee
weird
sells
shit.
for like hundreds of dollars too.
Yeah.
Like who
Yeah.
wants this monkey shit?
You got this coffee, $2. You want this poop coffee, $1,000.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
child.
that's like a really like evil scam where it's just like
Yeah,
I don't even want the money. I
Some
just
guys
want-
like people are
there
eating
it is.
shit.
I want to fuck people.
Oh yeah, look at the
over.
maggots.
Yeah.
Kazumazu.
I'll be honest. I'm sure some people like it. I'm good.
I think
Yeah.
sriracha would help though.
Well, the maggots have a nice orange color.
Yeah, and make it a deep orange.
I
Yeah.
will say I scoff, but Michael's right. Some people would like this, especially different cultures. And you can even get going back to the state fair. You can get. I think they put marshmallows on a stick, it's like 3 of them. They roll it in chocolate, and then they roll it in live ants. They're like, "Here you go, buddy."
Oh,
live
Yeah,
ants?
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Those poor
This
ants.
is a slack from Sarah. I just find it funny. Hey, when you're done with a podcast, can you come by the post room after you're done with the podcast?
Yeah.
Well, when you're done with it,
Wait,
though.
you mean after the podcast?
Yeah, when you're done with it.
She's like her brain turned off while she was typing that.
The worst thing is she probably had Steffi read the Slack before she even sent it.
And Steffi went, yeah, it's great.
Everybody in the support room, we've read almost every single email Sarah's ever sent out because we all
God.
proofread it. Because she was
Oh,
like,
wait for
does
it.
this look okay? Does this look okay? It's like, I don't even think I was supposed to read this.
Double checking that stuff.
Yeah.
This is confidential, actually.
Yeah, exactly. This is about me.
I want a marshmallow covered in ants now.
I need it.
Dude, there was
I would
this,
just to try it, yeah.
there was this goddamn crap. Like it is on my mind because of like
Live ants would be a little
cheeses and like
deterrent, though.
stinky cheese and
Yeah.
like there's all like Limburger cheese and all that. Like I don't even really like blue cheese. Like I don't like that
Yeah,
moldy.
not a
I
fan.
love
taste.
blue cheese.
I like
Not a
Yeah,
fan.
blue cheese is
It
good.
gets too overwhelming for
Crumbly.
me. But like, when I was in Taiwan, there was this street food, like, cause we went to a festival, and so there were like just constant lines of like carts with all the different food in it.
I've
and,
seen
like,
bizarre foods, I know.
Yeah, and it was just like crazy. Like I had this one thing that was just like a squid that they had like flattened. So it was just like a full squid that was flat and then had like barbecue sauce on it. And they're like, squid. And I was like, cool. And
Roadkill
I
squid
ate it.
somehow.
I was like, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
squid, so I just
Roadkill
ate it. It
squid.
was good. But I kept getting this smell, and I kept being like, oh, we must be walking by like where the garbage is and stuff like that. And
Durian?
I just kept, it was way worse. I've had durian too. It was way worse than that. It just smelled like garbage. It smelled like someone had thrown out a dirty diaper in the
Okay.
garbage. It's exactly what it smelled like. And then I realized it was like the same spot every time. I'm looking for where the garbage is, and it's just this one vendor, and they're selling stuff called Stinky Tofu.
Oh, yeah, fermented.
And it's just fermented tofu. Dude, I tried everything when I was there. I had the black eggs, you know, the century
goose
eggs,
century eggs,
which
yeah.
wasn't awful. Like I had the squid thing. I had they had fish that were just a full fish. They didn't take anything out of it. They just fry it and give you the full fish. There's all the bones and organs in it. And I was like, I just ate it. But like this, I couldn't eat it. I couldn't bring myself to put that near my face. And like Sam had some, Screw Attack Sam, and even he couldn't do it. He like almost vomited. He just,
I wonder,
I couldn't believe it. It was so bad.
do you think some of the stuff too they just make up to later, just like, yeah, it's a cultural thing, sure. And
Yeah.
it's like, here's a banana I left out for 3 days. That's
Dumb
how we do it in New
Americans always
Jersey.
did.
You know?
Yeah.
like-
Fucking Sustroming is that?
Oh, was it?
Sustroming? That's that Swedish dish that's they take herring or something and they put it in a can.
Yeah.
Salt? Is it the salt?
I think they do put some salt in it and they like seal it up in a can and then it just ferments in this can to the point where the can's like pressurized from all the gas.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like the worst smelling. It's illegal to open it in a lot of places because of how bad it smells. And you can't bring it on planes because it's pressurized.
Right.
And like, so it's just this can of like rotten fish, and they love it. They put it like on toast, and they're like,
Love
"Ooh, it's strumming." And then Carl's another one, which is they bury a shark
That's the one
in
I've
the
heard
dirt.
about. Yeah.
They just open, dig a hole, they throw a shark
Like
in
a,
it,
like a bean hole.
like just a hole.
Not that.
Yeah, and they just throw a shark in it. They bury the shark, let it rot, dig it out.
Do they
Carl.
like wrap it like in banana leaves or something?
I don't
Or
think so. I
how
think
do
they
get
just
the
go
dirt
shark,
out?
sand, off.
Okay.
eat.
That's it. 4 steps. That's it.
Christ.
People
are
I could
fucking
probably bring
weird.
myself
Just
to
like
try
grandma
it.
used to make.
Just like grandma used to
Yeah.
rot.
I think it's in Japan. I could be wrong, but there is a thing you can order too. It's just a bowl of live squid,
Used panties.
basically.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
live octopus and shit.
yeah, and they're like, hey, we wrap it. You gotta like, it's basically like wrestling them. They take one and real quick they grab its legs and wrap it around the chopstick. Like, haha, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it goes down your throat and it goes,
Yeah. It's like,
fuck off.
Stuck my esophagus.
I remember reading this not too long ago, and I don't really know where it ended up on that, but like I don't really eat seafood. But I know, crab, like lobsters, usually just like you throw them in the pot, you boil them,
Yeah,
right?
and they
And it's like they scream.
They don't.
And for the
Yeah.
longest time, it was like, no, they don't scream. It's just whatever. But I remember reading not too long ago, maybe like a year ago, whatever, and it was like, there was like it's a scream, but it's like humane. Not that people really give a shit. I'm gonna eat it anyway. But
That's a
like
scene.
it's not as awful as you think it is. They're not screaming, whatever. I remember reading something like, turns out it might be awful for them.
Yeah.
And I remember going like, you think? Like I just remember that article going like, it turns out throwing them into
They
boiling
can
water,
feel pain.
it actually hurts a little bit. Just so you guys know. And I remember going, yeah. I was like the idea going, they're screaming. They're not screaming.
it's his.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry about
They
it.
can't express it. It's fine.
Steam, right?
It's the steam.
It's a silent hell.
But apparently it's still, again, and I don't even know
No,
where that went.
obviously
That
it's
could be
fucking
nonsense.
painful.
But
Like-
it's been people being like, nah, don't worry about it. And they're like, oh, I guess it's
No,
bad.
there's a way.
No shit.
The humane way.
Take the
You
knife.
shoot them in the head.
That was the knife way.
The knife through the head and you crack it down.
You do a knife through the head, and that kills it, and then you boil it. Or
First you race them in the
yeah,
kitchen.
oh yeah.
You gotta
or,
race them
or
first in
do
the
my
kitchen.
experiment.
You never did that?
No, what?
You never did that when you had like multiple lobsters and you put them in the kitchen, they would like race each other? You never, was
No.
that- did you ever do that?
I never had a good
you
track
put 'em
for
on
it.
the
I'll be honest. I've never cooked.
Yeah.
I've never cooked a live
Yeah,
one.
no.
They do the loop-de-loop.
eaten mine.
Yeah, we never got the betting board up. It was
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to do an amateur
My family did that
production.
all the
Right.
time.
I didn't grow up on
Weird.
the cod, okay?
Okay.
Apparently, if you put it in the fridge as well, or like the freezer for a bit, then they kind of like go into like a
A stasis.
like they pass
Yeah.
out, and then you boil them.
You put them in the corpse pose.
And
Yeah,
like-
and then with them
Yeah,
sleep,
exactly,
then you-
yeah.
That's another way to
The
do it.
raptors come in.
Like a snake. It just goes to sleep.
Or just throw it in
Watch
the water.
Boss. Have them watch Boss Baby.
Or there's
Throw
another
it in
way.
the boiling water.
It's
It's like,
less
I get it, it's a lobster. You're like,
It's a less humane way, but you just punch it to death.
Yeah.
It's another option.
Or do my experiment and give it cocaine.
Yeah. Oh.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Bringing it back around.
Get all the
eventually.
lobsters to fight, and then the survivor gets to live, and the rest of them you boil.
There you
Well,
go.
that's what we
Yeah.
did with the racing one. The racing one would die humanely. The other ones would get boiled alive.
So it was pretty. It sounds pretty humane.
Yeah.
Right. Just to spite
You won. You get killed quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, they do die quickly. Also, the water turns brown. When you
Does
put
it?
it
Well,
in.
because they poop.
Yeah, they shit themselves to death,
Christ.
pretty much.
Oh.
I just said it.
I don't even like
No, I mean,
don't even
yeah.
like
They
lobsters.
shit themselves to death.
No.
I mean, they die.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
They
gonna
die
go.
from fecal
Yeah, I was gonna
evacuation. They're like, ah, they rip their lobster
most-
assholes.
Sometimes it happens.
Peter's gonna lose it with this episode.
I don't give a shit. I want lobster.
No, I know you don't care. You should have
lobster mac and
You know what you
cheese.
should have?
Lobster
Oh,
mac and cheese is the
yeah.
best.
That's the
good.
closest I've ever come to eating lobster.
I eat the
love
mac and cheese and I look at the waiter and go, did he suffer?
She eats it, and it's very stinky. You should have some Maker's Mark or something. There's some right behind you there.
Okay.
Mark it up. Mark it up.
Mark it up.
Let me finish my rum first.
You finish your rum that I didn't know you had.
I thought it was
call.
Red Bull still.
Nice call.
Maybe I'll get a Diet Coke.
This is all rum.
Oh, nice.
After you're done with that rum, probably shouldn't do it on the podcast, but maybe afterwards you want to take a little nap. God, perfect spot for you. It's on a Casper
where?
mattress.
Oh, man. That sounds
That's true.
comfy.
Yeah, because fortunately enough, believe it or not, this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Casper. Casper is a sleep brand that continues to revolutionize its line of products to create an exceptionally comfortable sleep experience. One night at a time. Get $50 off select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code OFFTOPIC at checkout. Casper's mattresses are designed by humans for humans. The original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. Casper's breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulate your body temperature through the night. Buying the Casper is easy. Order online. It's delivered to your door in a compact box, and you have free shipping and free returns to the US and Canada. I've had a Casper for a couple of years now. It's in my guest room. Andy, this is perfect. You slept on that Casper for 10 whole months. When you were at my
9
house.
months and change.
It was 10 whole months.
It wasn't 10
you
months.
lived at my house, free of rent.
You were our first
Sleeping on our Casper mattress. Pretty comfy mattress.
It was very comfy. It was very comfy
it's
for
a legit,
those 9 months.
It's a legit, very comfy mattress. All guests that we have, we say, get in the room, and they sleep on the Casper, and they're like, wow, that's a great mattress. Considering we spend 1/3 of our lives on a mattress, it's so important to truly sleep on a mattress before committing. That's why Casper gives you 100 nights to try it out. Get $50 off select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code OFFTOPIC at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code OFFTOPIC at checkout. Casper, get your sleepy buys in.
Nice.
Yeah. They might use that one.
The end.
I always try and give them a free motto.
Yeah.
And see if they want to, like, if I see that on TV, I'll go, that was me.
Like for the kids.
I haven't seen
For the
it yet.
Kids is a good
For
one.
the kids.
For the Kids.
For the Kids was a real good one. Even
Extra Life
uses it.
Yeah.
They've never said thank you, but that's okay. It's not for me.
It's not. It's for
Whatever.
the
What do
kids.
they do for the world?
It's for them.
I went out there to look at the snacks, and then when I realized none had cheese in it, I was like, I'm done.
Dude,
Well,
and
that's
that
cheesy.
reminds
Now
me
it's just
too.
on my mind.
Did you ever check the cage?
I told you.
I didn't check the cage. I did grab a Fig Newton thing simply because I wanted
Or
to
times
poke
when
it
I
in the
just
office.
go. I just go right to the source.
I wanted
right
to
in the
throw it
cage.
to Eric and go, it's on the house. But he wasn't in there.
I told you about this the other day, going quickly on the topic of cheese, but going back to Prime now. I ordered a bunch of shit, and they had a pound of fresh mozzarella cheese, but it was like usually fresh mozzarella is like in a ball.
Yeah.
And you got to do all the work. It's
kinda wet.
yourself.
Right.
It's
Some
it's
guy
wet.
named Vito is like
Yeah.
folded
He's
it.
like,
Yeah.
I'm done. And
Yeah.
then, he puts it in. But this was like, quiet you. It was almost like
Go on.
it was almost like a meat, like a piece of salami where it's like oblong and it was pre-sliced. So I thought like, well, that's great. I'll order that. I can just have like a slice at a time. So I got 2 pounds of it.
Yeah.
And when I got
did.
it, I got 2 of them. I got it and I was like, I'll open it up. I'll just have a slice. I'll just have I ate the whole pound. I ate a pound of cheese. Just in one again at like 11 o'clock at night. I was just like playing video games and I was like, where'd my cheese go?
There's some air in there
Michael.
too.
Then the next day or 2 days later, I opened the next one. I ate half a pound, and then I had to stop. And that's still like intact. Like I haven't gone back to that other half a pound, but I did order more food the other day. I'm like, I gotta get another pound of cheese.
Yeah.
So now I got another pound waiting in the wing. It's so good. It's such good cheese.
It's not just bad
Was
that
it
it's
worth
a
the
pound of
shits, though?
cheese.
Was that worth it?
exactly.
No, well,
He's lactose intolerant.
Yeah, but like I'm
Yeah.
usually at home. I'm awful out of the house because I don't take my pills with me. At home, I've got a couple of boxes of like lactate pills,
Yeah.
and they save me 70% of the time.
Yeah, Kat
Sometimes they
uses
just
lactate.
don't work. But most of the time, if I take them and then immediately eat the cheese, I'm good. What kills me the most is because I'm really bad about taking them with me. Is going to Alamo. Because I usually
Kat's awful about that too.
when I go to
She
Alamo
wants the
Draft
queso,
House,
and I'm like, no.
I'm literally there. I order
no.
queso and I go, I forgot my lactate pills. And it's just like, usually the ride home, I'm like, it's
Yeah, 'cause that's the thing, 'cause they still get it, right?
coming. Oh, of course I still
Yeah,
get it.
Kat does that,
I
like-
get a baked pretzel, which comes with mustard and queso. I get chips and queso. And then I'm like, give me the blue cheeseburger or the mac and cheese
And
or
for-
anything with cheese. I don't care.
When we go to Hop Dotty, Kat will forget it, and then she'll get a shake. She'll be like, she's like, I really want a milkshake.
I'm not usually
like, I want
on
milk,
big
and
on
I'm like,
milk, but
you
same.
can get it, just, we'll get home quick.
Have you
It's like 1,000 knives in your stomach is what it is.
Yeah.
Like people are stabbing you from the
I can
inside.
see the misery on her face
It's
when
awful.
it sets in.
It's
I love
awful.
That's like
I
more-
love it.
I love it.
I've
I'm
reached
like,
a
that's what
level
you
of-
get, you
no
cheese eater.
sympathy now. Yeah, I'm like, you knew the risks.
Yeah,
Coming here and
I don't
eating
feel
this.
bad. You ate cheese. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
That is a testament to how good cheese is that you're willing to endure.
It's true.
Yeah.
I never go, I can't believe this happens. Why is this happening? I
Right.
just say, it hurts so bad.
I'm willing to make that deal with the devil.
Yeah, and then I
exactly.
tell her too, like, you think giving birth is bad.
Of course you are.
9
Brandon.
months, try 9 minutes of this. And she does like, that's when I get slapped.
9 minutes of cheese shit.
Well, that's the thing, like the shit's the best part, because then it's out.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like 1,000 knives stabbing you, and then you're constipated.
See, that was the biggest
So you
problem.
can't shit.
That was the biggest problem I had
That's the
with
worst.
the hot shot on Extra Life. The first thing that I did, the
Oh,
first thing
yeah,
in the
yeah,
morning,
yeah.
which I will never do again. I'll do a hot shot, just not first thing. Where I did the hot shot, and then I
gonna be
drank
good.
so much fucking milk, I just kept throwing it up.
Yes, that's the
But
worst thing to do.
also, I took a lot of antacids. Like I think I took like 9 or 10 antacids, like a lot.
Good.
So I just couldn't shit. So it was just like in my stomach, just going.
Festering.
This
And-
happened to me, yeah.
And because I was like trying to fight the shits that I was gonna have. But I remember that when I was back in my apartment, I took a piss and the piss burned, and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh, man.
But I never shit it out. I think I just threw it all up.
Yeah, I got very sick because I ate a whole habanero one time. Me and my friends like had all these habanero peppers. I wasn't really into spicy food that much, but we
Yeah.
were like, how bad could it be? So we all ate it. It was awful. I mean, now I've had like ghost pepper shit and stuff,
Right.
which is way worse. But like, we ate the whole pepper. And we're so hot, and I'm like, oh god! So I started drinking milk, and I drank like half a gallon of milk, and that's what made me throw up because I was just like drinking milk.
Yeah,
Like,
with-
obviously that's such a bad
Without
thing to
even
do.
thinking, like what I should have done was I should have had a glass of milk and kept that in my mouth.
Yes, that's the way.
What
to do
I
it.
did do, I downed 2 pints of milk and then I had 2 chocolate milks like that were in the
God.
fridge, and I just went.
Yep.
I took one of the chocolate
And I
milks
got
and
them
just
both,
switched it.
and then I threw up like 8 times, and then I missed most of our segment, the 8 to 10 o'clock hour. I was behind the bathroom, laying on my back with like my tummy exposed to the air,
Yeah.
because at the
Got
time,
hanging out.
at the time, that's what made it feel better.
Dude,
It was the medic was looking for me. I just left.
those hot peanuts, dude,
Whoops.
that we ate.
Yeah.
Like I ate the level 5 one, and it was hot. Like it wasn't unbearable, but it was like pretty damn hot. And when I came back, like that was in the morning segment. I came back for the later segment and sat down. Like Michael and Gavin weren't really there yet, and I like as soon as I sat down, they kicked in.
Oh.
Like they kicked into overdrive,
Yeah.
and I just looked at Jack and I was like, I am going to shit myself in this chair. Like absolutely going to shit myself. And then like as soon as Gavin showed up, I was like, Gabby, take my seat. And I just stood up and ran to the
Nice.
bathroom,
Yep.
annihilated it, and then Ben went in after me. So I bet it was awesome.
Nice.
What's that? Oh, those are the hot nuts.
You want it?
Not really.
No.
No.
He offered me more of the hot peanuts.
It's not for charity. Fuck off.
No.
Y'all are nuts. I've embraced my
Nuts.
white jeans, and I'm like, I'm just going to stay away from anything spicy at all. Bland as possible, please, for me.
see, the thing,
Thank
like-
you.
Yeah.
Like I did the hot nut. Granted, I only had level 1, but I kind of opt out with having the hot shot. So, but like spicy food, like when it's like solid, it's not that bad. But
Yeah.
the hot sauce like coats your esophagus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And breathing for 30 minutes was just pure.
And you're like,
agony.
your spit is hot.
And my,
yeah,
every,
when-
and
whenever you
every
get, like,
ti- and-
saliva in
and
your mouth,
every
it's like
time I
fire.
threw up, came out the nose too sometimes. Every single time I threw up, it would just bring the heat back up.
Yeah.
And it was just awful.
I also I did piss myself a little bit on Extra Life this year.
Oh!
No, I had a little spot from when John shocked me
I got
in the
that now,
butthole.
actually. Yeah.
When John tased me in the butthole, I pissed myself a little bit.
oh, nice.
I lost all control of everything. My body shut
That's
down.
funny. I was actually worried about that when I got tased in the ass. I was worried about that too. But
Dude,
but it worked out.
I've
okay.
watched that clip several times of when he like really got it
up
up
there.
in the
Well,
crease before he zapped
Well,
me.
it's John.
Kind
He's
of-
gonna get up there.
Kind of unrelated to Extra Life, but related. I was playing, I played Blackout with Gavin and Dan last night.
Yeah.
A little bit. First game we played, we got second place. Choked it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't win, so not nice.
That's
but
fine.
The best part is Dan. Like, he will say, he's like, I'm freaking out. Like, he pulled a U with, like, chicken horse.
Yeah,
which
me
is
and
also
chicken
funny
horse
'cause I told him
freaks
about
out,
that. But, like, he's just like, 10 minutes after the game, he's like, oh, my heart's still pounding. He's like, I've done extreme sports. I went skydiving. When we get down to, like, the last 4 teams, I lose it. I can't do it. I just start shaking. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure.
He was in the fucking army.
Listen, but we're talking about real pressure. We're talking about Call of Duty Blackout.
Did you guys see that? The second he went listen, something flung from his fingers into my eye.
I'm sure it was healthy, whatever it was. Something good to have.
Sure
in
it was
your eye.
organic.
It's probably your Coke
Visine.
spill. I just poured your own
Do you have any
goddamn
more of that
Coke.
unbranded soda?
It's a tiny bit, yes.
Okay.
Good call. Cola. We're talking about the cola.
Cola.
The Diet
We're
Cola.
talking about the cola.
But I was playing with them last night,
Sody
and
pop.
we're in the middle of playing, and Gavin's like, "Oh, I think I just peed a little bit," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got a little drip. You did a little dribble," and he's like, "No, it's more than a dribble. It's like I'm noticeably wet." And that was it. He's like, something happened, and he just peed. He just peed in his pants a little bit.
Interesting.
Damn.
Yeah, and that just reminded me of it until I forgot about it. Where I was like, oh, drips
Oh, that's when you
happen.
get shocked in the
And he was
butthole.
like, it wasn't a dribble.
Look, see how far up he is?
Wow.
Yeah.
No, when Jeremy turns around,
Wow.
take a look for the piss. Look for the
That was
piss.
like your scrot, it looked like.
It was almost taint, but the
Yeah.
thing is, it was just pure butthole.
I also liked the moment you talked about, which is also on camera, where it was during Achievement Hunter at night when we were drinking the milk.
What is happening?
And at one point, like, I decided I zapped myself by accident with the stuff.
With the chocolate
That was
time.
funny though.
Yeah, but then it was going on to the second one where I was like, I'm gonna do one, and I did it a second time, and then right as I did it, Gavin vomited more chocolate milk into a trash can, and you're in the background, and you just go, what is happening?
Michael was on the ground rolling around from shocking himself, and Gavin was leaning over a trash can from vomiting. And then, like, the alarm was going off or something. It's like,
Yeah.
what is this? Like, what do we do? I kept saying that during that segment. I'm like, I don't know what we do. What do we do? We can't spin the wheel 60 times.
Dude, 106.
That
was like the
insane.
106 lead donations in 2 hours. And then even like we said that, and then even during me getting pelted with the moonballs, I could hear it going off.
There was more going.
I could hear it happening. They're just like, hit him again. Kill him.
I was not good at that thing, at the slingshot thing. Like,
I heard you in it, and I've seen the video where you're like, I'm all over the place. Like you were classic Jeremy, like mad at yourself. Like, this is it. This is the moment you're talking about.
Yeah, like, it's just, you see, there's Michael. He's like getting himself psyched up, and then he boom nails himself, and you don't even see the Gavin thing because he throws up right now. Gavin throws up right there, and you can see me laughing at Gavin throwing up.
No, there
and
he
then
is.
in the
Yeah.
back, in the background, me. That's me going, what is happening? But there's a thing with the moonball slingshots where, like, if you didn't hold the moonball in, it would, like, roll out before you let go.
Yeah.
So, like, constantly I was, like, pulling back and I'd let go, but the ball wasn't there anymore because
Right.
it, like, rolled out. So I was just like, I'm fucking it up. Like, someone else do it because, like, nothing is coming out of mine. So then, like, Kent went up and annihilated.
Yeah, then Kent came, and he's like, I got this. And he was like 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
like, just
he just kept hitting you in the
annihilating me.
chest,
He just
like,
pretended I was
just
a
saw
deer.
2 deers.
Yeah, he saw
And he was
2
just like,
deer,
yeah,
and he's like, I'll make jerky out of you.
And then I was like, okay, let me try one more time. So I went up, I took one moonball, fired it, hit Michael right in, like, the lower thigh area. You, like, leaned over, and I was like, all right, I'll go for Gavin then. Fired and just hit him in the knee. Gavin just, like, went down.
Now, the reverse shot, like, we have Michael and Gavin on the left. On the right,
Oh.
does this not look like a mob scene from a movie or something?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
totally.
like, kill him. That was labeled as like
Oh. Gavin, like, pats you on the
Michael
shoulder.
and Gavin versus Rooster Teeth. Was like that like segment where everyone in the company is like, I hate him. I'll hit him.
Dude, Gavin
I've hated
at the
him for
beginning
years.
of this thing is a real slippery
He
bitch.
just keeps dodging them.
He dodges
Yeah.
them.
I told you
Bastard.
about this afterwards. Like, I basically just closed my eyes because
Oh,
I
I've got it
didn't.
right
I
there,
didn't
yeah.
want to see it coming. So every time I got hit, I didn't flinch. Gavin
is
was
a-
No,
like
I just got
ducking.
you in the knee, I think.
It
And
was
then I think this
brutal.
is me going for Gavin right here, and then I got him in the knee as well, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm done.
Yay.
Yeah,
Dude,
when you're on that target, looking like toward, it's not a great sight.
No.
No,
You
literally.
just see people either with slingshots or paintball guns, and then lights in a crowd.
I had my eyes closed, and you can see I have like a bend in my
you're bracing
knee
it, yeah.
because I was just like, I was just like clenched the entire time, just from getting like hit in the stomach with those moonballs. And then Blaine showed up and nailed me directly in the penis.
Yeah, he did.
And then immediately tried to slink away. Like the footage is amazing. And
Yeah.
Blaine, he's like, I'm sorry, Michael, and he's just like trying to get
he, like,
out
gets
of the
out of
camera.
frame.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
just like running. I mean, I hate him.
I mean, if he thought you hated
It
him
used to
then.
be a joke, but now it's real.
That was true. And then Tom Fox from the Derp Crew showed
He
up
nailed Gavin.
and hit Gavin in the face with a moonball. He
He could hit me right in the head too.
Yeah.
Alfredo
He could hit me
watching
right
too.
in the head.
Yeah. Alfredo's going nuts.
Alfredo was doing the thing where he like would lean back as far as he
Put his
possibly
foot
could.
up on the table to get
Yeah.
leverage. Like, Alfredo, chill. Now,
You're a madman.
You wanted to kill him.
Slow
kill a
Beef,
dude.
have you had your asshole tased and or pissed yourself for content? Or children?
Gavin didn't. Well,
Not yet.
well, he peed while his wife was giving birth, but it was just
okay.
like in the bathroom.
I peed now. I didn't want to say anything, but that's just its own thing. I didn't really want to get into
Jeremy.
it here, but
Oh, okay. Oh,
Unmarked
careful.
soda
Don't
is
show it.
being distributed right now.
Just have some Diet Cola.
Deal's done.
Who knows? Who knows what brand it is? I don't.
I can't even recognize it when I look at it.
Hit it. It's like the little. It's that much.
You did, yeah.
Jesus.
I hit it. Time to have some.
then you
Some
hit it.
unbranded whiskey.
Time to have some Rakers Rark.
Just like our cowboy
Yeah.
ancestors would have had. Yeah.
They're not getting money from us. They're not.
What do you think is some of the craziest shit you've done for content?
Oh.
Promotion.
Most of the games you play.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
yes.
I like to
Yeah.
do weird Japanese shit that's usually like, okay, let's just add some anime boobs to that.
it
And,
worse.
it's a video game, sure. So,
That was my like when we were talking about you visiting and just like shooting some videos with you. I kept saying like to Lindsay and other people, I'm like, I know he plays like beyond like this game's weird. Like Gavin and I play weird games from PlayPals that are like indie games. You have like games that are like Japanese imports,
Yeah.
like not available, whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe we can find some games to
Like
play
high
with,
school dating sims, like that kind of shit.
Even,
Not that
even,
kinda shit.
even more than that.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
more than that. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe we can find something on Steam for like that we can play with Slow Beef and just do some videos or whatever. And then you came in yesterday and I said that to you and you're like, oh, I got this fucking stack of games. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, amazing. And they're just like, they're just games on like. You have like a Japanese import PS2. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is better than anything I could imagine.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah,
we
it's
filmed
just-
one video. And what the hell was that game called?
It was called Super Galdelic Hour. I'll fill in. No, no, it was like if you took the Teletubbies, but then made them like sexy anime girls.
Okay.
And then put them on like a 70s variety show.
On board.
And then made a video game out of that. That was kind of like Mario Party, but against a computer, and not at all like a Mario Party, but sort of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's just the one game. And
It
it's
was
like,
wild.
Yeah.
We filmed a quick video and it ended, and I was like moving the footage for you, and I was like, I went, that was only 16 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I thought that was a good point to end it. I go, that felt like an hour.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, what is happening the whole time? I couldn't believe it was only 16
incredible.
minutes.
I look for stuff that has a weird title or like something catchy, and I'll just go for
Sure.
that. And I found this one. It was a 4 CD game on PlayStation called Geppy X, where the people who got it, they got this anime, like a mecha anime called Getter Robo. They got the license,
Okay.
and apparently I looked into this later. They lost the license midway through.
Oh, no.
So they decided, fuck it, we're just gonna go for it. They had hand-drawn animation to make it look like a 70s robot anime,
Yes.
but it's a parody. So they're
Okay.
making fun of everything. They have a fake friggin' toy commercial that they made just for this video game. So you're playing halfway through stage 1, and all of a sudden there's a commercial cut for this like toy you can't really buy. Nice. On the
That's funny.
yeah.
You missed a spot. For
That's
sure.
fine. It's fine.
Just gonna have
Yeah.
some cola.
But
That's how they do it in the film industry. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Human
it looks
Hunter
natural
brand
that
cola.
way. Yeah.
Available
there it is.
at roosterteeth.com/store.
There's Geppy X.
Yeah, there it is, exactly. Because that's like when I saw it, I'm like, generic robot, shoot 'em up, who cares? But it was like funny as shit, and intentionally so. Like not even
Yeah.
that. Oh, Japan's so weird. It was like, Yeah, so it's like just random like PlayStation 2 games and stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's how I dodge the question, because I don't do wild things for content. You know, I'm 40 now.
You let the
play
content
weird
do
shit.
wild things for you.
Yeah.
And then you go, that's crazy.
It's not even because I'm afraid to. It's just more that like I'm really uncreative and untalented, so I just let the game do the talking.
Right.
I do like to eat weird shit though. That is my thing. So like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. So I've had like rat before in Thailand, and like I've tried to.
Oh, yeah, they do have
That's
rat
awesome.
there.
Yeah, it was rice patty rat. It was actually really good. Well, that's not true,
I
but
just-
it was all right.
I mean, like, how bad could it? How,
It's meat.
How
right?
bad could
Yeah.
meat be? Is
Probably
what I
like
always think.
gamey or
I
chicken.
mean, to me, like, when you think about it, I guess, like, when you think of rat, I think of, like, New York, like a sewer rat. You know what I mean? But it's like a rat as a rat. It's like, it's just an animal.
rat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people eat snake, and that's, like,
You can,
totally,
you can
like,
eat any meat.
Bad snake,
It's probably
yeah.
not
Rattlesnake
bad.
pie, yeah.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake
Cook it
pie.
up.
is delicious.
Snake
put
is
it, like,
real
heat it
good.
up on a radiator, you know?
Dude, I got from my dad for Christmas like 2 years
You got
ago.
him some rat?
I didn't get him rat, but I got him this package of just exotic meats because he really likes to cook. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll give him all this stuff, and then he can.
Smart.
Yeah, and like he invited over his brother and like my cousins and stuff like that. I wasn't there, obviously I was here, but like he invited them all over, and then they had this big cookout where he made like emu and kangaroo, alligator, snake, like all this different stuff.
Alligator's pretty good. I've had
Kangaroos
that.
also.
Yeah.
I've had
It's
kangaroo.
like chewy chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't.
what,
Where'd you have
alligator?
kangaroo?
Yeah, I had
Australia.
crocodile in Australia.
Yeah, I had it in Puerto Rico.
Oh, interesting. Weird.
Yup.
All right.
Emu and ostrich.
Yeah.
So good, dude. Because it's like steak. It tastes more like steak than like a bird, like chicken or
Is it,
turkey.
is it red meat?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I've mentioned this
Ostrich is, like,
before on
totally
the
red.
podcast, but like several people like horse.
Horse is supposed to be amazing.
Yeah,
I'll eat a
Several
horse.
people
I'll
have
eat
been
a
like,
horse. Yeah,
Horses are
absolutely.
fucking
They
stupid.
said it's like real good, real
Yeah.
good meat.
Yeah.
Someone was like,
If I can lock
"Bullshit, we
something
don't
in a
eat horse
stable and it
America."
can't figure out how to get out, they deserve to
Yeah,
be eaten.
eat that
I don't give a
horse.
shit.
And like if you feed them sugar, like
Sweeten it up.
It's like a
sweeten it
dessert
up.
then.
Yeah, exactly. Then you eat
Oh,
it. It's
dessert
like,
horse meal.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you
man.
go.
Now, I proposed this question in
Sweet
Let's
meat.
Play where we were having a very similar discussion about like weird meats we've eaten or what we want to eat. I'm wondering
People.
if there was a service where people said, "Hey, voluntarily, like when I die or I'll die early,
All right, I take
Here-
it back.
here it
cook
comes.
me."
That's what she went for.
would you
She went there.
would you
Yeah, I
eat
forgot.
people
Yes.
if they volunteered to do
Yes.
so? Okay.
I don't think so, because I was like, what if it's like always saying it's like I got like the need for it.
I know, but I mean,
need
if
it.
there's a service, just keep using. The
I
I don't
same
think
meat.
I don't think it'd be different than any other meat. They'd be like, this one's people, and I go,
All right.
all right, not
I
bad.
just feel like people probably aren't that good.
Apparently they
Depends
are.
on the people.
I mean, it obviously depends on
There
the
are
people.
there is tribes that are like cannibalistic tribes,
Yeah.
and like so we've like talked to these tribes before, and I think it's a similar thing of like
Depends on their diet.
they don't kill people and eat them. It's
Right.
just like when the person
I'm dead,
passes
gobble
away,
me up.
they eat them.
Gotta
See, I don't know if I
use the
want
meat.
an old
See,
person
though-
though.
I mean, I get you there, but apparently
ripe
it tastes like
20,
pork,
30-year-olds?
is what they say. They say it tastes very similar to pig.
Interesting.
So
You fat pig, I'm gonna eat you.
yeah,
Right.
Humans and pigs are apparently very similar.
They
too,
are,
in terms
yeah.
of like,
That's why they do a lot of like medical studies
Yeah,
and
pig
shit.
hearts.
Or like
Yeah.
MythBusters
Yeah.
always use pigs.
Yeah.
Because organically, yeah, they're like very similar.
That's why every time we talk about like Ryan, every time he's like, I got this taser. Let's try it out on this paper. I go, Ryan, we need a pig. we need a pig
Yeah,
in the
but
office.
you wouldn't see
We need a
anything.
test pig. It's just like still like fleshy bits. You really don't because
No, you
the
won't see
flesh
it.
absorbs it.
Yeah.
But it's just like also we should mention what a fucking idiot he is and what he did the other day
Oh, it
with
was
the stun
so
baton.
funny.
It was maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen Ryan do. And I guess I heard it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, we both heard.
He was
it happening.
fucking around with the stun baton.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
you're-
he,
I was,
at
yeah.
one point he picks up one of the OG swords we have. It was like the Raiden sword, the Metal
Yep.
Gear Rising sword we have,
Mm-hmm.
which is like all 100% metal. Like, and I mean like the sword is obviously metal and it goes to the hilt, but then like even like the handle is
Yeah.
like metal and
The
like
hilt has like,
and like
spots in it where you can see
there's
through
gaps.
into the blade.
So
yeah.
you're like you're basically it's a full tang, you know, so it goes through the handle and you're holding like metal. It's not like a cloth hilt or anything like that. And I guess what he was doing was he was zapping a bunch of shit. And he was trying shit like this work, just
Yeah.
grinding it. He was holding the sword. And then he hits the sword with the stun baton, just goes, ah! And throws the sword out of his hand. And he just like spin around. He's like, oh, yeah, zap me. And we're like, what the fuck?
You just literally hear Ryan in the background go, oh! He like nailed himself with it. Like,
And it was just like, he's like, yeah, it shocked me. I'm like, I'm not so much concerned about that as you threw a sword.
There's
Because it was
there's
just,
gonna be
and he just threw it out of his
Nest
hand.
footage of that.
yeah.
There is. We
Have you seen
immediately said it. We didn't.
But we don't
look
know
it
how
up.
to get it.
We didn't
Jack's
look it up.
usually
No,
the
I
nest
mean,
dude.
That was
no,
like my first
I know how
hour
to do
or
it.
two.
Yeah.
That was my first trip highlight.
He was
Reeling
just
with
like,
that. Yeah.
fuck?
Sarah checks
this-
that Nest camera like 8 times a day.
Sarah has a lot of free
That's creepy.
time.
Yeah, she mentioned that before, and I don't like that.
Don't look at me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm doing at my desk.
Sarah, ready?
Dude, did she hear? It's crazy.
Wow.
It's uncanny.
What are you doing?
There it is.
Christ.
I need to, after the podcast, I need to come by the office after the podcast.
After the podcast.
Yes.
I've got a gripe because
Fire in. Who is it?
One of
Who's the gripe?
No, it's not a who.
Get him.
It's a thing.
Get him.
Because
Sarah's employment.
one of the needs that's constantly written on the board. That's why it came to mind because
so it's
Sarah
Sarah.
always writes those on there. Is Battle Buddies. We don't have any
you
Battle
hate
Buddies
Ryan.
ideas at the moment, and like
Fallout.
I guess we could do Fallout. It's like I don't.
That's a whole series.
You
my
gotta
friend.
figure out what to do with it though, because I want to do a Fallout series.
You can
with
find
me,
the story.
Ryan, Michael, and Lindsay
That's
because we
really
already
fun.
started. And like Battle Buddies would just be the same thing unless we figure out something specific.
Pokemon, let's go.
I thought about that, but
That'd be
also,
awesome with Ryan.
Yeah, it'd be great with Ryan.
yeah. So
No motion controls.
we were like, hey, Hitman's out. We can do Sniper Assassin. Like that could be a series. All the levels and the Sniper Assassin would be great. So we load up Sniper Assassin, and you know they released it like a while ago. They were like, here, you can try it out. Here's this level, play Sniper Assassin, everything. We're like, cool. All right, so we load up the game, and there's one level, and it's the same level that they released when they were like, try it out. That's it. Like we played that level. We saw if maybe it unlocks something when you finish it, like the next chapter or anything like that. No, just one.
That sucks.
And we're like, oh, well, we were gonna do like a whole Battle Buddy scene with that. Like, oh, here's the 8 levels for Sniper Assassins, just like that. So it
That
might
is
like,
odd.
it might be like releases over time, like the targets or elusive targets and shit like that. Maybe.
Are you just
But
the
it is-
scope, or can you move around? I have.
You
I don't
are
know. I
just
haven't
the
seen
scope.
It is.
Okay.
It is weird though because I mean, like the whole thing with Hitman 2 is like Hitman was released in chapters, like kind of like episodic.
Yeah.
But this one, they're like, nope, full game. Like it's just like a regular full game that's out.
I heard it's more of like a season 2 than a sequel, but it's still really good.
And the fact
Yeah.
that they haven't,
It's more Hitman.
like, it's still just one thing is like, oh. So now you're just banking on like DLC. It's not even like, oh, it'll be out in 2 months. It's like maybe they'll make DLC for it.
Did they add like a lot of new weapons and gear and stuff? Or
Yeah,
no?
there's a fuck ton of new stuff. It's
Nice.
like tranquilizer darts and
Ooh.
really big like
Yeah.
guns.
Got it.
Yeah, I watched Ryan play a level. I played a level. And I mean, they're fun. It's Hitman where you're like on this huge map and there's like 8 different things you can do. Like you hear someone talking like,
Yeah.
we're gonna work on this race car later. And you're like, oh, I could like blend in as the crew and then sabotage the race car and the person. It's like all these things. You know, it still has a thing of like, you overhear someone, it's like, opportunity discovered. And then you can like track it. It shows
Yeah.
you where to go to get the right suits and everything like that, which is awesome. But yeah, it's still fun. It's just fun to walk around and go ape shit as him. But I'm gonna stream some 76 tonight because I wanna like that game.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it when I played it with you, Lindsay, and Ryan. Thought that was the
And slow beef.
yes,
I was in it
you
for
jumped
like
in.
5
You
minutes.
jumped
Also,
in and
you
put
had
all
that funny
my
comment about that when he jumped in.
and put all of Michael's stuff in a dead body.
You put all my shit in a ghoul. Not all my shit.
He found a
some of my
dead
shit.
ghoul and put all of Michael's
very
stuff.
funny.
Fucking funny.
I went to go get a drink, and he's like, "I'll play for you while you're gone." I'm like, "Okay." So I took my time. Then I came back, and he was like, "I traded with a ghoul."
Yeah.
And I just took that as like, crazy slow beef. Sure, whatever. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, "Where are my bullets?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, I gave them to the ghoul." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck."
It made it so easy to do. You just click each item.
So
and I'm
Michael
like,
is looking for the body of a ghoul that had all of his stuff and couldn't find
That's
it. Like,
incredible.
Chat went nuts because they were just like, no, it's behind the church.
yeah,
And
like
it's
the
just
chat was
Yeah.
going back and rewatching the video to find where the ghoul was.
And then you mentioned like you being Jeremy, you were just playing the game, and then at some point you went over to look at me, and I was
Yeah,
not there.
it was
Oh,
me. And
you said something to me, and I was like, and I just like heard the voice, and I was like, what was that? And I looked over, and when I didn't see Michael, I was like, whoa, what the hell? Oh yeah, there's like,
Yeah. Also, like that was one of the pictures sent to us, and I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything.
Well, look, that shows him doing it.
Like
Yeah.
it shows him doing
Look
it.
how
it
much
shows the
shit is on that
inventory.
weak feral ghoul. He has
Dude,
so much
Dude,
crap.
that ghoul had a bunch of shit. Mainly, it was just the bullets. I mean,
Yeah.
we're like 40 minutes into the game, and like we just got a gun and bullets, and I was like, oh fuck, all my bullets are gone.
But like, so the game's been fun with that. So it's like tonight I'll play with Kat. It'll just be the two of us, and like I'll see if it's still as fun. Apparently Alfredo played it last night, and really didn't enjoy it.
It's getting like kind of mixed sort of.
It doesn't
things,
look like it's for. I have yet to play it, but it doesn't look like it's for me.
like real time VATS is like a big sort of thing
I don't
that
like
like
that.
people.
Yeah. I played it for like 40 minutes last night because of said ghoul interruption. You guys,
You wanted to catch up.
you guys were a little bit further ahead of me because you were completing quests and I hadn't done it yet. So like the quests early on were giving you tons of XP. So you guys were like level 6 and I was like 3.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to like tear through a couple of those quests real quick. And I was trying out the VATS last night when I was playing.
Useless.
And it's just like, yeah,
It's auto-aim,
I mean,
right?
they're still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's auto aim, but they're still moving. So it's like I'm in VATS and and it's like 20% on the head. And I'm just walking near the guy to get it higher up, and then the guy's like shooting me as I'm in VATS, like, hey, get away from me, So it's like you could just aim and
just
shoot
shoot-
them
that's
in the
true,
head.
man.
Somebody had said that on
Especially
like,
with mouse and keyboard. Like, it still kind of makes sense on controller because, like,
Yeah.
you don't have that finite control, but a mouse and keyboard, it's like,
Yeah.
I'll just shoot you in the head.
I mean, that's how I play Fallout anyway. When I play Fallout 4, I very rarely used VATS. Like, I just played it like a first-person shooter, really.
I mean, I still never played 4. I have it on PC, and I just haven't really played it. But, like, prior to that, again, for, like, console, VATS is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
And,
like
like
in 3 in New Vegas, it was a lifesaver.
Yeah, I mean, I used it all the goddamn time. You get, like, a rifle, and it's like, it's also, VATS is amazing, again, in single player, because it just tells you if somebody's nearby. You like VATS people you
just
don't even
click it.
see. You walk in, it's like click, click, click. Oh shit, there's a guy over there. Like
Yeah.
it's useful for that, and it doesn't really apply in multiplayer.
The only time I really used VATS in Fallout 4 was it was great for like grenades and throwing stuff because like judging where to throw
Sure.
things was kind of
The art,
difficult.
yeah.
But like if you did it with VATS, it usually always landed like right on them. So that was always a good one. And they even took out in 4. In 3 in New Vegas, if you were in VATS, you were essentially invincible. I don't think you could be hurt while you were doing the
Didn't it
VATS.
stop time or in 4 it slowed it down?
Yes, that too. But yeah, in 3 it like stopped time and like so someone could be right in front of you and you could shoot a mini nuke at them, but as long as you did it in VATS, you'd be like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Like you just wouldn't take damage. And like so that was really cool. But in 4 they got rid of that as well. And yeah, it slowed time down. But yeah, in 76 I don't really see a reason for it. I guess unless you like keep getting cards that max it out to maybe like when you're far away. You
Yeah,
get,
that's
like
what I'm saying. Like, maybe if you have like some crazy range, but up close, it's pointless. I mean, like, I was like 10 feet from someone, and VATS is like 40% on their head. You know what I mean? We're like 100%, I could just aim and shoot them in the head.
Yeah.
So it's like I was just moving closer and closer, and again, I have like the starting pistol. But to get like 80% on the head, I'm like touching the guy's fucking face. And I was like, I mean, I could just shoot this man.
So, like, what I do like about the game so far from what I've seen, and I don't know what time this podcast is going to end, but we could always record one after this if we
I
wanted.
really want to.
Yeah, we
I
could.
said that this morning. I was like, I want to play more Fallout.
Right,
Michael's
yeah,
like,
I mean,
calm
because
down.
it's fun.
I probably went quiet.
Quiet you.
But, like, one of the things I really do like about it is that sort of early on, and we didn't actually end up really doing this, but we were like, what's everyone's role going to be? And you can all have, like, your different specialties. Like, Ryan really
Yeah.
wants to get into hacking, so, like, if we find a computer that we aren't smart enough to hack, we're like, Ryan, come do this, and then we
Sure.
can all get in, which
Yeah.
is very close to real life.
Michael's lockpicking, right? Or
Michael was
kind of?
lockpick. I
like
also
perception.
did lockpick,
Yeah.
but like I only did it because I put 1 in perception and happened to get the lockpick thing. But
And that's,
Michael has
that's
it,
still
but
what it
can't
is. Like
use
when
it
you
yet.
put points into the special stat, you don't really get anything. What it does is you get, when you level up, you get a point.
Yeah.
And if you put it into that stat, you get cards related to that stat.
Yeah, you get like a choice between
then-
2 cards related to that.
And then
stat.
you also get one more like equipable point to that stat. So the way it works is like all cards level 1 are 1 point.
Yeah.
So if your perception is 3, you can equip 3 1-point cards.
Which
But
are like the
then-
perks.
But then if you get another lockpick, and it'll be like, okay, you fuse these 2. So it's like lockpick 1 and lockpick 1 combined. That becomes a lockpick 2. It adds +2 to lockpicking, but now it takes 2 points. So it's like dual purpose where like, you pick perception in hope to get perception-based perks and to increase your equipable perception perks is how it works. And then I guess occasional levels you get a pack, which
Yeah,
just
I
gives
think
you
it's
like
every other level, maybe.
You get like 5 cards of like just anything.
And one is always like an epic card, which is like
Like a gold
better.
card.
Yeah, gold
Yeah,
card.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you get gum in the pack. The pack also
Do
has.
you really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
it's like the
noticed.
cards, and then it's chewing gum and a joke. That's why I kept reading that joke.
That's right. Yeah.
But the chewing gum actually goes into your inventory. And
Oh, it does?
It helps your hunger and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So you can use the gum.
That's cute.
She got a decent gold, which was like she opened a pack, and it was like right after the stream ended. She opened a pack, and it was like food gives you 25% more food. I
And
was
like the
that's
thing
a
is,
fucking
I'm
good one.
putting most of my points into luck, and my thought process there is like you'll be doing lockpick stuff, Ryan will be doing hacking stuff, Lindsay's doing whatever.
I've got just strength right now.
Strength, which is
Carry
great.
as much as I
Could
can.
carry a lot of shit. Like it's perfect.
You carry 80-pound curl bar.
Yeah, Michael has one of those. But like, so I'm doing luck because my hope is that I will find a lot of stin packs and I will find a lot of like caps and shit like that. Because what Ryan and I found during the beta is if someone goes down, you can pick them up with a stin pack. So if I have a lot of extra stin packs, I can run and like revive you, so that you don't die there. And
How does death work? Like, what happens if you die? I mean, none of us have died.
If you die, you respawn.
I heard there's like next to no consequences.
Very close. Yeah, you respawn like near some other location, but of course you can just fast travel to your companions. And you lose all of your junk. So it's not like your guns or anything, just your junk goes into a
Scrap.
brown paper bag. And it's just sitting there.
Oh, so you can still pick it back up.
You just
though.
go and pick it up.
Okay, it's like a grave in Minecraft.
So there's very few consequences. If you shoot another player and they fight back, you get into a battle and they can take your junk. If you kill a guy and they don't accept like the challenge, but you kill them anyways, then you become a raider and there's a bounty on your head. So if someone kills you, they get the bounty and it's your own caps that they get.
Oh, shit.
Which is a big deal. Caps
That's
are a really big
cool.
deal. So what Ryan and I discovered is that fast travel in that game is like you can fast travel to any location you've been to, but it costs caps.
Very few. But
it does cost caps.
Is it further cost more? Is that
Yeah,
how it
and
works?
so what we found is the best way is whoever has the most caps fast travels there, and then everyone else fast travels to that person because it's free.
Oh, okay.
So
the only thing we didn't get involved with, and I think this is a mechanic in the stream, is once you hit level 5, you unlock that. Like you're in like newbie mode till you hit 5,
Yeah.
and then you unlock the ability to fight other people and
Yeah.
damage other people. And like you said, if you hit someone who's just a stranger, you do like massively reduced damage.
It's like insanely. I shot someone with a shotgun one time, and it did like a sliver.
if that person fights back, then you're like enemies, and I guess it's like full damage.
Normal
you can
damage,
fight,
yeah.
and it also unlocks the ability to ally up. And we haven't done that.
We didn't
I don't know
ally
what
up
that
yet.
means. So technically, when we were playing, we were in the same party. Like we joined the game together, but I think we were still like strangers on the map. So my only assumption is, I don't know if you know this, like allies might give you more like cohesiveness when
And then
playing
you get
together.
more XP for doing stuff together. and
Like
then
XP
shit,
doing
yeah.
stuff together, and my hope is honestly like being able to see people know how far they are, because it's very limited. Like you get like 20, 30 feet away, and then their name disappears.
Yeah.
And also like they're on the map, but it's still like, fuck, where did you go? And it's just like, I would hate for it to turn into a game that's constantly like, wait, where are you? Where are you? Where, like you can pull up the map and see them, but it'd be nice if it was like, I could see your name 2 miles away and just know you're over there.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what like allying up does, because again, just from like the prompt in the game, it looks like you unlocked it at level 5, and we didn't really fuck with that in the stream.
In the beta, I don't remember having to get to a level before teaming up. Like that might be a new thing. I feel like we were teamed up because what I noticed almost right away is our names were all kind of like this whitish yellow color, whereas in the beta we were like a dark yellow. It's like this is your teammate, and I thought that I could see them from far away, like their name was kind of always displayed. So I think that might be a thing.
That would be huge just for like, again, like a co-op experience.
Because I don't remember having that experience with everyone else of like, I don't know where you are. Even like, maybe it wasn't even you saw their name, but they were always on the compass at the top.
Right.
I think that was the thing.
It is nice that you can fast travel to friends, but I don't want to do that every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose sight of you.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
And that was part of the thing. Like again, we were all playing together, but like there was a couple of times where like I was outside the building and you guys were inside the building, and you guys were leveling up from quests, and I didn't get any of the credit for the
Yeah,
quests.
because like
and I'm
when you
thinking
turn
maybe
the quest,
that's probably
yeah,
team
maybe
up.
if you're allied up, if you're teamed up, like that, you still get it.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I don't think so. Orion, because when I played it in the beta, it was me, Ryan, and Kat. That was our group. And we got one mission that was like go around and collect all these parts. It was like, we need this like transponder, we need this communicator, and like you'd go from place to place and find these parts. And when I would open the chest that had it in there was 3 of them. So like I'd take one, they would check it off, and then Ryan would go up and he'd take one, they would check
It's
it
just
off.
kind of silly in a game that's so open. It's so like, if you're on a team, you should be able to be like, you go that one, I'll do this one, I'll do that one, and then it should all count together.
Yeah,
You know
and I
mean?
think what they were trying to avoid, and they just didn't find a great way to do it, is if, you know, we were doing our group, the 2 of you, me and Ryan, and then, you know, like you said, you wanted to level up, so you played by yourself and did some mission, and then joined us again. We could still do the mission, even though you did it by yourself, like rather than with the, and like they were trying to find a good way to do it, and I don't think they really found a great answer for it. But it should be a thing of, you know, like Borderlands does this. You have a mission, and it's like, oh, I picked up the thing, and now this guy's over here where you can turn it in. You just turn it in because I picked it up, and that guy turns it in. That's what it should be. You know, it's like, oh well.
It's just so like it to me, like having to be so like this is what we're doing, kills the explorative like, oh hang on, I'm checking something out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have to be like holding each other the entire time. You know what I mean? Like I get you should like you said, there should be some kind of balance where it's not like one person's off completely on their own on some adventure and people are getting points. But like the idea that like we're all searching through a building and 2 people are like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead, and somebody's like, oh, I got 2 rooms left to search, and now you're fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're totally separated and you're on 2 different paths.
Yeah, like you were far from us, and then like at one point Ryan and I split up.
Yeah.
Because I saw some bridge thing, and I was like, I want to check out this bridge, and I was fighting stuff, and Ryan went and found like.
Was
some
it a
other
good
thing.
bridge or?
It was a pretty good bridge.
Yeah,
Did you
right
find
I bought
out.
a banjo.
Worth it,
I like
yeah.
sat up there. I was like,
You're Irish
True
band,
Fallout
banjo.
experience.
yeah, because I'm Remio.
Although you're not,
Oh,
because it's just your username. So
it's just
it's
says
not your Fallout
6401.
name.
yeah, I made Goible,
Goible,
but I was just Michael V. Jones from some Bethesda account.
But like then
God
Lindsay
knows
was
when
like,
made.
I want to go to someone, and like she picked Ryan, so like Lindsay and Ryan were off over here.
Yep.
You were still doing your like looking for the ghoul. I was
I'm
like
sorry.
on the bridge.
No, I mean we had to get to the bottom
That was
of that.
amazing.
Like yeah, we need to like focus. And then there's the whole like base building aspect of it, which we haven't touched yet.
It was around that point in time that you're talking about too, when Ryan murdered a cat, a helpless, defenseless cat.
Yes, I was not there
in-game.
to defend.
There's
Bullshit.
cats in games.
Yeah.
Was it like a mutated cat?
Yeah, I'm sure it was
Three of
like a
them.
ghoul cat.
no,
or
it's
some
just cat
shit.
cat.
No,
Wasn't
just a
it?
cat.
It was?
No,
Yeah, it was
just
Was
a
it? You
regular-
just killed a cat?
Yeah,
Just
Regular
survived
cat.
the
I wasn't
wasteland.
there.
Fucking
Oh,
monster.
Right?
Yeah,
Fuck
no, right.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You heard it.
Vicious.
You heard it here.
Here first. Yeah, so
Survived the war just for that.
I'm nervous about the game.
Tragic.
Damn it.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous
Keeps-
about
it-
it.
it
Nobody's
honestly
really reviewed it yet.
keeps
either.
me up
Like,
at night.
Because I love Fallout. I really
Yeah.
do. And like
Fallout is a great
to
single player
me-
experience. I don't know if it transfers
To
well to
me,
multiplayer.
it's gonna hinge on the actual co-op, like again, cohesiveness. But I'll be honest, didn't play the beta, didn't know shit about it. Playing it completely blind, it was more fun than I thought it would be.
yes.
Because again, so many people were like, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be awful, it's gonna be shit, it's gonna be this, it's that. It looks really nice on PC. It looks good. I've seen that as like a lot of concerns that like it doesn't look good. I
like Fallout
don't know
4.
how it compares on console, but like as a PC game, like it looks good, and I enjoyed playing it. But again, like to me, it comes down to a thing of like the best thing about co-op games is doing shit together and like being kind of at the same level. And it's just like, it seems like it'd be so easy for someone to get away from it and be like, well, I'm level 12 and you're level 4. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
seems like
And then it's just like, you're kind of soloing together.
that's
instead of
exactly what I was
playing
gonna say.
co-op.
It feels like 4 people playing a solo game in the same lobby rather than
Yeah.
4 people playing a co-op
Yeah,
game.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, we've done a number of like co-op survival games, like
Yeah.
7 Days to Die. And 7 Days to Die is one still, it's very, very separate. You know, like most of our videos, it's like we've got 2 groups, but it's still like, it's got that cohesiveness where you come back together, you know what I mean? Or like you being 10 levels higher in 7 days isn't that huge of a deal.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what
I do more damage.
Where in
Cool.
Fallout, it's like, oh, I'm 7 quests ahead of you. You know what I mean? And I felt like very much like, oh, I'm getting left behind. I need to catch up.
And like it gets kind of annoying that it's like we did the quest where you were like sampling the water and stuff like that, and it was like so one at a time we were all taking water from the river, we were all analyzing the water, we were all like collecting this wood and making this, and then like whereas like it could just be one person doing it and then that just checks it off for everybody.
Does that maybe the teaming up does that or no?
Man,
it
I'm
doesn't?
hoping, but I don't think that it does. I mean, if what I did in the beta is anything to go by, Ryan and
I
I got
guess,
to
like,
about like a level 11.
I
in
guess the
beta.
other thing to consider is it's not really one to like bank off of, but like it is markedly different from a single player experience. So they could be a totally different game in 3 months. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like patches and updates, and they could be like, okay, these are the concerns, and we fixed it. Because if it, I know it's not like necessarily like an MMO as far as like a
It's
game.
not Elder Scrolls Online.
A game holds what, like 25, 24 people,
24
something
per
like that,
lobby,
like that.
and the
So
map's
it's not,
huge.
So it's not on a scale of like there's hundreds or thousands of people at the same time. But like most MMOs, I just think of like there's tons of them, but just thinking of like Warcraft or World of Warcraft or like Final Fantasy 11 or Final Fantasy 14, like those games 1 year in are nothing like the game that launched. It's a completely different game.
What do you think they're going to
So it's
support
like-
this game for years and years and
Well,
years?
that's the thing,
Or
I
is
don't
this
know.
going to be a Fallout game and they'll just
That's
make
the,
another one?
that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know how they're treating it. You know what I mean? Like
I feel like they were
and-
marketing it
like
as a regular Fallout game, as a $60 Fallout, because it is $60, a $60 like a sequel or like
Yeah.
another one. When I feel like they should have
should
been
be
marketing
like-
it as kind of like a spin-off
right.
online
Almost
experience.
what New Vegas, they marketed New Vegas as kind of like, this isn't Fallout, 4.
It's just
this is
Fallout
like the side Fallout
side,
thing, but
right.
it was a huge own game
Right.
in itself.
I mean, essentially
Fallout-
was Fallout 4.
It was.
really was. It
Yeah.
was a sequel.
It could have been Fallout 4. People would have just loved it as much.
It was
you know?
buggy as fuck when it came out.
Oh
but
my
they
God,
fixed
it was-
But right now,
Almost
Fallout
complained.
New Vegas is probably my favorite Fallout game.
Fallout,
right now.
I played New
Vegas
Vegas
is
like
great.
2 years ago.
It's
and
fantastic.
Awesome.
Yes.
Were you gonna say
I
something?
just hope they glue all that shit together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like curious because Fallout I feel like leans a lot on like cool NPCs and set pieces and
Yes.
stuff like
They're all
that.
dead now.
Yeah, exactly.
They're dead in
That's-
No,
computers.
just humans.
I hope you like reading.
Ghouls are out there.
There's ghouls, right? Yeah, I like them, but
Not only do I hope you like reading, I hope you like fucking listening to people talk on all the
Dude.
things. They
Well,
don't
no.
shut
Talk
the
for like
fuck
8 minutes.
up.
I heard one of the most common complaints is it's an online game, so you're playing with your friends ideally, but you're also trying to piece together the story with audio tapes. But you have your friends chatting in the background, you can't hear the audio tapes.
But
So it's
also,
like-
it's like,
Subtitles.
Yeah.
I mean,
multitasking.
and
right,
that almost
yeah,
kind of
extreme
ruins it a
sort
little
of.
bit for me too, because like I'll find a computer, and I'll hack into it, and then it's like all these journal entries, and I'm like, I could read all these. to
Yeah,
get the story.
I agree.
Or I could get out there and kill some shit so I don't get left behind.
I'm already like that in campaign, like single player Fallout. You know what I mean? Like how much do you want to delve into like the information is nothing on the grand. It's not like, oh, this is the plot. You know what I mean? It's just like some side thing.
Yeah.
But that's most of Fallout and Skyrim, like Elder Scrolls and stuff like that. It's just you like toiling away, just reading random books you find and random data entries. And that's a very interesting part of the game of like, oh, what happened with this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Andy said, when you're doing that and 3 other people are like, let's go, let's leave. You know what I mean? They're going to the next town. It's like, I'm not gonna sit here and read 6 pages
don't
on
know
a
why they-
computer
why they
that has nothing to do with anything when people are out like fucking off and leaving me behind, and I'm gonna miss the quest items.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss sampling the water and shit.
I just don't know why they couldn't also make an online experience, but also have NPCs. Like, I don't understand that logic of just like we can't have any other human NPCs. Like, I don't understand that logic
Like,
at all.
well, like, so their logic was they're trying to tell a story about this first vault that opened, right? And it's
So,
like,
so the story is you missed everything would happen. You got to piece it all together. So it's like you missed the party. You don't know what happened.
well,
the
no,
story is everything's dead. You're the first people that have come
Right.
out of the vault.
Yeah, so you're
period. So
coming
there's
out-
nothing. There's nothing
okay,
there.
okay.
now is it 50 years later?
I have no idea.
It's either
I have
50
no idea.
or it's literally 76 years later.
I thought it was Vault 76.
No, it is, but it's either like it's
Ooh,
one of those
that's
two.
clever.
You come out, and that's not. You come out of the vault, and you're like the first
It's
ones
the
out
same
there.
number of years.
But because of that, because it's like, hey, we're the first ones in this crazy new wasteland.
So
there's
okay,
no
s-
settlements.
So they make the settlements.
yeah, you're
I did not
like
know
the ones
that.
who
Yeah,
make
that
the
makes more
settlements.
sense.
Yeah, that's why
Because-
there's nothing, which is like storytelling, cool, but gameplay, it's like,
So-
I'd like some
Like, because
shit.
4 is like 200 years later
So
after the
other people you find in the game, then like other players are all like Vault 76 dwellers.
You're all from the same
So just
vault.
hundreds of people in this vault that got out. And okay.
Yeah, like when you start the game, I bit my lip. When you start the game, you're in the vault.
Yeah,
and it's
saw
like
that.
it's like it's release day
A
or
reclamation
whatever,
day,
right?
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just like out you go, and like everybody's just gone out but like, and then the main quest is like follow the overseer from camp to camp to camp and find her like audio diaries. that I have.
She got out an hour before you.
Yeah,
Just
she was
an
the first
hour?
one.
Well, I'm just
And she left all these
just to
diaries?
be like,
That's
well,
nuts.
obviously she had to get out before you. If she's like, I'm leaving.
Just
a
on the
trail,
run, yeah.
Follow the trail. It's like, go. And she's like,
so
I'm
theoretically, there
running.
could be one real NPC that you gotta find.
The overseer.
The
overseer.
NPCs you find and talk to, because I have done
That's
that,
God.
is the robots, like Mr. Handies and stuff.
Yeah,
They like
yeah.
come up to you and they're like, oh, like I had one roll up to me in the beta and be like, you've won our contest, and he gave me something, and he's like, oh, please enter again later, and then rolled off, and I'm like, Ryan, did you just fucking see that? And like Ryan like chased him down, he didn't have anything. Like Ryan
That's
talked to him,
funny.
and he's like, get the fuck away from me. But like.
Interesting.
There is a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to trying. There's like the raid type thing, which is getting like a nuke that you can shoot at wherever. Getting power armor is a whole fucking fiasco because I found power armor in the beta, but I wasn't a high enough level to wear it. So I could wear the frame with no armor on it. So I was just running around in an empty frame just because I wanted it.
You know, I never use power armor in any of the Fallout games because I just hate the stupid
4,
UI.
it's so good.
I just hate the stupid UI. Like, I don't
Yeah.
like the UI for it, so I'm just like, no.
Yeah, it does change it up, but in 4 it's so worth it. It
Yeah.
really is. And then there's also like boss legendary enemies that you can run into. Like, and they're all like legendary creatures. Like you can run into like a Mothman.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
There's like a Mothman camp, like right near the start of the game. It's like it's on the map.
It's like, yeah, you like go and I think they're like level 50 or something, and you can like, and you can
that's
like kill
high.
them. It's like a raid thing, which is like cool. It's like a cool thing that you can just fight against and find these like mythical creatures and get cool shit from them. And when you drop a nuke, it irradiates the area, and there's like really good resources in that
Yeah.
area now, but you need power armor, otherwise you'll
So,
like radiate. To
Fun
death.
is obviously subjective, but would you consider this worth being $60? Is this like a $60?
I don't know if
It's
I
hard
know
to
the answer
say
to
so
that yet.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've literally only played it 2 hours.
Yeah.
And with 3 other people.
Yeah,
which
so
definitely
like
adds
let
to
me
the fun.
like I'll play it. Maybe after this we'll do another episode or something, and then I'll play it tonight with Kat. So
Okay.
it'll just be one other person, and then I'll get back to you on when I'm,
Cool.
a clearer picture.
I've had almost no interest, but maybe down the road when there's like some other things added to it, and
Yeah.
if they continue to treat it like a live service, when it like drops in price a little bit, or if they keep supporting it, I'll probably check it out.
There's more.
But
There's
right
more
now,
shit
I
you can be
don't.
playing right now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Well, Jeremy could probably recommend Spyro to you. If you're
Spyro's,
Yeah,
Spyro is fantastic.
I've only played one Spyro game, and it's for the GameCube. I don't know which one it was. Maybe Enter the Dragon.
Oh, you played Enter the Dragonfly?
Yeah. I have it.
According to Jeremy, yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
He holds it near and dear to his heart.
Enter the Dragonfly was
Dragonfly,
literally
yeah.
a game where Insomniac was like, we don't have Spyro anymore because they made the first 3 games.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, we don't, like, it got bought by someone else. And then this other, I forget who made Enter the Dragonfly, but they took it over. And they were like, okay, we're going to make the 4th Spyro with like all the same like mechanics and stuff.
Like Halo 4.
Yeah, but but even like Halo 4, it didn't feel like Halo 3. It felt different.
It
like
did.
it played differently. This one, they were like, we're gonna make exactly what they made, and they just did it wrong. Like it just none of it just wasn't good.
No, he's the
Like,
dragon. He runs around. I remember that.
and for some reason, when they wanted to animate people, their animation style was to like they had the models on the faces, they like just pulled them. Like so when they were talking, they're like blah, 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 and their like mouths are going and shit. It's the cutscenes in that game
You're
are
kind of selling me
phenomenal.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
You can try it out. It's not great.
No boss baby.
Yeah, it's not great.
What is though?
That's true.
What is?
And then I didn't play after Enter the Dragonfly.
I'm sorry, but yeah, it's on my list of things to get. If I get it for, it's not on PC, right? Just Xbox, PlayStation.
Xbox and PlayStation. I'd be amazed if it didn't eventually get released on the Switch and the PC.
The Switch would be a great console to play it on. Because I
Spyro?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Like, I'm kind of with you. It's like I don't really care that much about achievements anymore. It's like I like them. It's nice to have some of them. It's like, oh, I'll go for this. It's like certain games I'll do it for. But it's like if a game comes out on the Switch,
Yeah.
I was like, I want something to play on the Switch. I'll get it for that.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I would get it on the Switch if it came out for the Switch.
Yeah,
but-
well, you just play it again.
I mean, they ported Crash to the Switch. That's
Right.
why I'm assuming they'll do Spyro
Yeah.
well. But
Because that's
knows?
also Insomniac, right? No, that's Naughty
no,
Dog. Sorry,
Naughty Dog.
Both PlayStation companies.
And also, Crash was remastered by Vicarious Visions.
Okay.
And then Spyro was done by Toys for Bob.
Toys for
And
Bob.
then you know Crash is Naughty Dog because Nathan Drake plays it.
It's true. It's
He
in
does
Uncharted
play-
4.
yeah, in
He's got-
Uncharted 4, it's
He's
like
got to
Halo
play
thing.
it against
He's his
Ellie.
wife.
Ellie? Is her name Ellie?
I don't know. It's his wife.
So like, who's gonna clean the dishes? Like, I'll play you in this video game.
I'll play you in this crazy game called Crash Bandicoot.
Oh
Ever
my
heard of that?
This is horseshit.
So clever.
Hey, what do you got there, Slowby?
God.
Oh my gosh, talking about this reminded me of all these issues I've been having. And appropriately enough, this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Hims. Jeff got some other people have tried the service. The whole process is quick and easy with no hassle. Folks, sexual performance issues are more common than you think. What?
Yeah, no, I'm pointing at the camera like you can't see me. I'm not in the shot, but if you're listening, it's more common than you think.
Yeah, 40% of men by age 40 struggle from not being able to get and maintain an erection. I'm 40, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there. For no reason at all. If you have this problem, check out forhims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat ED. No snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements, folks. You'll get well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions, and there's no waiting room. Which is great. No awkward in-person doctor visits. No lines. You can just save hours just by going to forhims.com. Severe ED, not just an issue for rich old guys in bathtubs. It affects men in their 30s and 40s. Hard made easy. Nice. Say hello to your little friend. Also nice. Try Hims for a month today for just $5. We'll get you started for just $5 while supplies last. See the website for full details. This would cost you hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/offtopiced. That's forhims.com/offtopiced. Forhims.com/offtopiced. #.
Nice, you nailed it. That's the most important point.
That was great.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
I demanded to do that.
You did. You asked
It was
before you started. Hard made easy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because I think you
That's
about the editor.
good.
I'm like, back the fuck off. I want the.
Yeah. I pulled it up and I went like this, and I saw Slowby going like.
Yeah.
Is that what I think it is?
Give me that.
Is that what's
I know.
going
And I was
on?
like trying to
Give me that
figure out a
ad
segue. I'm like, Spyro, maybe. You know?
Sometimes when you're playing Spyro, even though you love it so much, you're just
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah.
And
like,
correct,
what the
I
hell's
am
going
always
on
hard
down
playing
here?
Spyro.
What's going on? I love
have
this game.
Never played Spyro soft in my life.
Yeah, but some people have, and they don't need to feel ashamed.
It's true.
If
They
you
just
want
don't love it that
if you want to get the fire back in your dragon, check out For Him.
I did feel ashamed before that ad read, and now I'm ready to go to For Him.
I will
and
say,
play
I think
Spyro.
you would appreciate this. In Spyro Reignited, I never, when I played through the first 3 games, like, I never thought of Spyro as, like, cute. I was never like, oh, Spyro is so adorable, or something like that. But they made him in this game very cat-like.
Oh, nice.
He like, stretches like a cat, and he, like, cleans
Oh, he does
himself
the thing
like
where
a
his
cat.
ass is in the air and
Yep, he does that and stuff like that. And,
What Mario Party's been doing to Yoshi for the last 2 years.
Oh,
he just
true.
bends his asshole over towards the camera. I don't
Does he
understand
really?
it. He's always got his asshole out. I don't understand it.
Then he does,
likes
like,
that
Goddamn dinosaur!
he, like,
to flaunt
lopes.
it.
He,
We
like,
should be
does the kind of
weaponizing
lope.
him.
And I'm just
Get
like,
them
he's
arrows.
adorable now because I love
Get them
cats.
Goombas.
So I'm just like,
Spyro is cute. Cute little dragon.
yeah, now he's like a little cat dragon.
Watch out, they're gonna fuck Spyro's dice block next.
Yep, it's true.
Yoshi has such a bad dice block. It's so bad.
Does he?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's
great.
like 1-1-1.
It's F tier. No.
What is Yoshi?
Even 1-1-1's good because
If you wanna get low.
if you want to get low, that's good. Yoshi's in the game is like it's like 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. Like it's basically the regular block, but shit. Like
Yeah.
good dice blocks are high
There
or
it is.
low.
Oh, damn.
Look, see? He's like sticking his asshole out. Nintendo's been doing that the last like 5 years. Like
Stop
Yoshi wants it in
sexualizing
the
Yoshi.
ass.
Because he shits out eggs.
That's nothing to do with it though. Look at him. He's like, Yoshi, like fuck my ass.
It must be so frustrating for Nintendo to want that, and then the internet took over Bowser for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
instead.
Bowsette.
It's
Yeah,
like, God
yeah,
damn it.
Bowsette.
Man, that was a whole thing for a
Bowsette
while.
is
That died down, I think.
If we're
I
gonna
mean,
get into
yeah.
it,
It died down 'cause it's
Yoshi is
canon.
definitely a thing. Yoshi was
Yoshette?
there. There's
That's
Boozette.
right. Yeah.
I didn't see
Goombette.
Yoshi. I saw Boozette, and I saw
everything at-
like Chain Chompat.
Chompette.
Yeah.
Chompette was cool looking.
Fucking
Chompette was
Chompette.
badass.
Swampette.
You know the thing, like in Super Mario
She'll
World.
crush your dick.
That was the picture. Yeah.
Her tits are cubes.
Yeah.
Remember the thing in the old Mario games where you jump off of Yoshi and you drop into the lava?
Yeah. You kill
Sacrifice.
him,
That's
but you do like the super, like you get
Yeah.
mad height from his dead
I
body.
saw somebody do
Yeah.
that to a horse in Red Dead jumping onto a train. Like the train was going over the bridge and there was a cliff. So he's on the horse and he jumps onto the train, the horse, and he just pans down. You see the horse go down the cliff.
Fucked up.
But that's what they tried to do with Yoshette. They tried to make like a sad story out of it, where it's like Mario sacrificed. It didn't work. I mean, I didn't give a shit, but it was there. It was there.
That's
That's
just a hot chick wearing whatever color. That's all the ats are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
But when
except
you
Chain Chompette. Like
but-
Chain Chompette she's not
She was
like
badass from the
But when you
stacked
think of-
or anything.
when you
She's
think
just
about
like
it,
a girl
though,
with like these
you
chain
say-
chomps coming out of her. She looks like
Chain Chomp's a little like BDSM because like
With the chain.
they got chains.
She's
and
just
stuff.
like kick ass.
But you say that,
She
you say
barks.
like it's a bunch of hot chicks, but it's not. It's not hot chicks. It's the thing that looks like a chick. So like Chompette is still Chomp, whatever the fuck that is. If it's a man, it's a woman, whatever. Like Bowsette is Bowser.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
Chain Chomp a
You know what I mean?
dog?
Bowsette
kind
isn't
of?
a chick.
It
It's
barks.
Bowser, and he's like Bowser's like I got tits now. Like that's the whole thing.
But
is-
still thinks like Bowser, right?
Thinks like
Yes.
it is Bowser.
It
It's just the crown on Bowser's head that makes him like a hot chick with tits, but like it's not a different person. It's Bowser when he's like, "Hey, you wanna fuck me now?"
It's still Gay Bowser.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So long, gay Bowser.
Yeah.
Isn't also Goombette a character already in Paper Mario?
No. Well, okay. To be fair,
There's girl Goombas is what you're saying.
yes. No, I believe her name is Goombette.
Yeah.
Similar to Toad.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like anyone with a fucking crown on their
No,
head.
no.
Nonsense.
But I'm saying the character
Yes.
name exists.
Let me
Yes.
guess, it's a Goomba with like lipstick.
It's
Or
got
a
like a
bow.
hat.
No, I don't think they didn't go sexist route.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's a chick. She's got some hair, but she doesn't have. She's not like, look, fuck me. I have tits and lipstick.
Like some Bowsers we know.
right.
Jesus.
Just
I
some
don't know,
hair.
it's a
Fuck me if
weird-
you want.
weird-
you know?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Goombas
Oh,
are bald
oh, yeah.
too.
About
Yeah, that's
that.
Goombette. She's got a little hat on.
spot-
she's an adventurer.
Smart. She's smart. She is an adventurer. She's a researcher. Goombette's great because she's the character in the game where you can use her skill to like research the enemy, and then you always know how much health they have.
Ah.
That's useful. You just do it once, you know forever.
useful.
Yeah, Paper Mario, good game.
You do it on one enemy, and then every time you encounter the enemy, you know how much health they have all the time. Oh, so you just gotta use her like once for each enemy.
Yep.
That's pretty handy.
She's a great partner to have. They're
Yeah.
called partners in that game.
Yeah.
I liked after the Bowsette and other Ets branched off in the Mario universe, people were like taking that and moving it to other
Yeah.
IPs, and now they're like, "Hey, here's Sonic Et." I'm like, "All right." This
I
is-
missed
all
that.
right.
Also,
I
like,
missed that too,
okay.
but that's
wait
Yeah.
for them to make it canon. Like, I know Bowsette isn't canon, but it all started with Toadette.
Dr.
Toadette is
Robotnik.
Yeah.
canon.
Yeah. Dr. Robotette.
Yeah,
Robot.
Dr. Robotette.
Robot.
Eggman
Damn,
Et.
dude, she's probably thick.
Eggette. Yeah.
Eggette. Yeah. there we
Eggette.
go.
Eggette.
She's quite
Eggette.
thick, Yeah,
Eggette.
that's thick.
Like Dr. Robotnik / Eggman from
Shadette.
Sonic.
No, Omelette.
She would
Omelette.
Omelette. Oh my God.
Omelette is great,
That's
Lindsay.
a
Well
good one.
done.
That's very
well
good.
done.
That's very good.
Wonderful.
That's Swish.
Lindsay, signing off.
That's like it's like Swish.
End on a high note.
Nothing but tits. Omelette. Wow.
Someone draw that now.
I bet they already have it.
Yeah. Let me Google that
Now
for
you're
you.
demanding.
I mean, that's one of the rules on the
Should all
internet.
draw
It's
it.
not Rule 34, but it's a different one that's like, if there's a character, there's like a
There's-
gender bent version of that character. That's a thing.
Rule
That's one of the
34
rules.
is if it exists, there's porn of it.
That's Rule 34.
I can't remember.
The gender bent rule. Hang on, let me look up rules on the internet.
My gut was out. I'm stretching my
Yeah,
gut.
here we go.
Sophie's looking it up. Yep.
Yeah, no,
yep.
there you
Got
go.
an Eggman Et right
Yeah.
there.
Is he hot? She hot?
Yeah.
She have a mustache
She
still?
should not be that skinny.
I wouldn't kick her out of
She needs
bed.
to be round.
You know, I
Oh
mean,
yeah, she needs to be round. Don't make her skinny
Yeah.
just because she's a different gender now.
You let her spend the night, and then you kindly
Yeah,
escort her out in
it's
the
like, you
morning.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe take the number, but you know.
I might call you back. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like in Haunting of Hill House.
yeah. Where
When she's like that, like first chick. She's like, "Here's my number." She's like, "Fuck you." And she keeps calling her back.
yeah,
She keeps running into her because she's got sweet tats.
yeah, that'll do it. That wins people
and,
over.
You know, she's down to eat muff.
Did you watch the whole show?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have yet to start.
I'm not.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's done with you.
I don't want to spoil
I don't
anything.
want to spoil it.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
okay.
I also do want to watch it. So
Starting
don't
next.
spoil it.
Really good.
It's done by Mike Flanagan too. I love everything he does. So good horror director.
Jumped. That's from the cupcake.
I didn't know what it was, so I was just.
I've crafted it into a spear.
Yes.
Oh, nice. You got me.
My
Good.
funfetti cupcakes. Did you have one yet? Or
I
no?
haven't.
Oh, you should.
She's
Toast.
really pushy. Lindsay gets real pushy when she
I
makes
know.
cupcakes.
I need.
I know.
It goes from like, "Hey, I'm
also
making
trying not
cupcakes,"
to
like,
eat
"Eat the
bad.
cupcakes, eat them."
I'm trying to eat bad, not eat bad. So.
Also,
Yeah, I'm
though,
the same
save
boat.
room. Getting some steaky tonight.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to eat steak tonight. This isn't live, so I can say it. We're gonna go to Vince Young's. If you're in Austin, Vince Young's Steakhouse
damn.
is
Delish.
fucking good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It real good.
And it's Austin classy, so you can roll up in jeans. They don't give a shit.
I
They
did
don't
think
care.
about today. Go, oops! I forgot to wear anything decent, and they won't give a
I'm
shit.
wearing
I got
a Wonder
bored. I
Woman
can't
dress.
find it.
Yeah, they won't.
So-
They won't give a shit. But
Yeah, no.
it's a real good steak, and it's like, you know, like it's moderately priced, but it's not like insane. Like, I
Roll
mean,
63.
You go to Outback and you get a steak, and it's
63
what,
it is.
20 bucks?
Roll
you know,
63.
24 bucks for a steak. Their steaks are like 40.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanna save a couple of bucks up and go
Oh,
get some
you're
steak.
talking about lobster.
Vince Young's is where it's
They
at.
got
I
some
get,
lobster rolls that are amazing.
I guess he played football. I don't know.
Who gives a shit?
He's one of those like Vince Young was like, they're like, all right, you're out of football, you're retired. Where do you want to open your car dealership?
Steak.
And he went,
Yeah.
no, steak.
Steak.
Yeah, and he did it.
Damn.
He did it. I
Well played.
recommend it if you're in Austin.
I'm gonna have some Omaha steak.
Also, very
sounds
good
good.
steak.
I think I'm gonna have the kielbasa tonight. They have kielbasa.
not steak at all.
I love
Wow.
kielbasa. You know what goes really great on kielbasa? Russian dressing.
Weird. I've never
That's
had
one of my-
that. I was,
it's
it's
something
also
that-
sauerkraut is another
Kat
one.
and I
Sauerkraut and mustard.
Kat
is
and I
where
always
it's at.
bring this whenever it's like we go to a party and they're like, you can bring appetizers or whatever, like little pickins.
I gotta stand.
This is something my dad taught
my
me.
ass is curtain.
Something my dad taught me how to do is like, he cuts up kielbasa into slices, and then you put Russian dressing on it and like kind of, you know, toss it in that and then put it on a baking sheet and put it in the oven and cook it up.
Oh,
So it's like
okay.
these hot kielbasa slices with Russian dressing,
on it?
and it's fucking delicious. So like Kat and I
pretty
always
good.
make those for parties.
Seems like a lot of effort.
I just thought I'd
No,
dance
me,
it.
lot of
Jen was
effort.
over
But-
sitting.
Is
That's something we appear
Nice,
like.
there you go.
let me
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
watch me change height.
Hey,
Yeah.
it all started last call.
Like insane amount of effort is when my dad makes chicken wings. He makes chicken wings that are insanely good. But what he does is he takes chicken wings, he breads them, and then he fries them in oil just a little bit. Then he puts them on a baking sheet. Then he cooks them in the oven.
Yep.
So it's like, and then I think he might even fry them a second time.
Oh my
after
god.
that.
Whoa.
He puts a fuck ton of work, like
Refried
for
chicken
like
wings.
Christmas Eve and stuff. He'll be like,
I
I'm gonna
always-
make chicken wings, and he starts it like, it's like a 3-hour process,
Damn.
like all
Yeah.
around.
For
to make
me,
as many
eating
Are they
chicken
good, I
wings
hope?
is effort.
I was gonna say because after all that, if they suck, that would be
Oh,
like,
they're
oh,
like-
geez,
Up in the
Dad,
morning. So
you know,
moving my
why
That's why,
body.
yeah, it's like I like chicken wings, but to me, eating them is enough effort for me.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants to open a place called Just Wing It.
sounds good,
Brian Dooley's Just Wing It.
There you go.
I'd go there. Hell yeah. That's
totally.
Walk in and get your chicken
Your dad
wings
seems
and out
like
you
the
go.
guy who would own a restaurant and would be the guy who walks around all the tables every night. He's like, "How you guys doing? Are you doing okay? All right, high five. Let's go. Who wants a beer? Okay."
He says, but he has said what he wants for Just Wing It is that he doesn't want any tables because he doesn't want anyone staying. Because he's also very curmudgeon-y. And he's like,
gonna stand with your
he's
wings?
like, I just want to cook the wings, give them to the people, and then they leave.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm like, all right, cool.
I don't think he would like this setting, but he would be great for food trucks.
I was
in
just
sense,
thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, food truck.
He would.
Bam.
The other thing he wanted to do for food truck stuff, he thought was brilliant, is when we went to Europe and like kind of like on a trip around a bunch of different places. Went to like Prague and then Berlin and like all these different places. And they had this dessert thing that was always on these food carts. That's like, it was like this spiral cone thing. Like it wasn't a cone because it didn't really get like thinner and thicker. It was just like a
just
tube
followed.
of fried dough essentially in like a spiral, and then they put ice cream in it.
Oh, interesting.
And he was
Yeah,
like,
sounds
he's like,
awesome.
he's like, I'm telling you, bud, you bring these to Austin, you start selling them in Austin, you're gonna make a fortune. I'm like, Dad, I mean, maybe.
You could be the guy.
Yeah, I could be the guy that brought these to Austin. I was like, I don't think it will work. Austin's one of those like, Austin in the city, I feel like is one of those healthy places people always like try to eat.
Austin's weird because like I feel like Austin locals, like people that live in Austin, is very health conscious. It's very like there's a lot of options, you know, for like, you know, healthier eating and stuff like that. But as like a tourist place, it's like, come on, you
So
fat fuck.
fat.
Suck it down. You want some cheese on shit? Eat it.
Anytime I have
Breakfast
someone
tacos,
visiting, I'm
eat
like,
it.
oh no.
Barbecue. It's like I feel like when you live here, you have to learn to not do that. Otherwise, everyone would be 800 pounds. But the second someone comes into town, it's like we're getting barbecue.
Yeah,
like
bacon.
we're stuffing
Like,
up.
all right, here we go. Rudy's
have to.
torchies.
They
Let's
traveled
make
all
it
this
round.
way.
Hop Dottie.
Yeah,
Let's
you
just
could-
head down to Gordo's because
Austin
we
could
can.
destroy you.
Oh God. Wait, Frank is gone again now, right?
I think Frank is gone again. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's back and
It
forth.
went
and back and
bankrupt,
forth.
it came back, and now it's gone again.
It went bankrupt. It didn't even go bankrupt. I guess it did. It just like closed because they didn't pay their taxes.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, they're back open again. But then I think they fucked that up.
Did
And
they
then
ever
it
reopen
closed
the
again.
subway up the street here? Up in the Mueller area? Where they
have no
closed it
idea.
because they didn't pay their lease?
Oh
Really?
no, I didn't know about that.
You know the subway right by HEB?
No, I did not know this.
Okay, well, there's a
somewhere
subway right by HEB. I used to go there like once a week.
Damn, they got you.
Then they don't pay their lease, so now it's closed
That's
now.
why we go to Jersey Mike's.
there. I'm gonna try Witch again.
It's
Which
good.
is pretty
Is
good.
it good?
Pretty good.
What's this
Is it good?
Which
It's good. I like
Which
it.
Witch has egg salad, which I love. So my
I
egg
love
salad.
egg
is-
salad.
Egg salad is really good.
I do also like the ordering system at which
Oh,
is
the
where
paper?
like
The paper
you
bag.
take the bag and the bag is just got everything on it and you just mark off what you want and then you just hand them the bag.
Oh, that's smart.
So it's like 1, don't fuck it up. 2, don't talk to me.
Yep.
Here's just. I feel like Witch would really thrive in New Jersey.
I gotta
where
bring
it's
that
like-
back and make a fortune.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like your dad wanted for
That's-
you.
That's
but-
a Brian
Exactly.
Dooley plan if I've
here,
ever seen one.
Here, you hand someone the bag and then they'll get you anyway. Like, hey, how are you? How's your day? Whatever.
Shut
Like
up,
that was
quiet.
when I first moved here.
Take my
I
bag.
told many stories. Like, I don't understand when people are talking to me. Like, what are you trying to take my blood? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
know, I'm used to like, fuck you. How dare you order something? You know, and it's just like you make me sick.
Now visiting New Jersey, like I've been able to give Michael barbecue and queso and some Tex-Mex. We have that. But visiting Jersey, I was like, what are pierogies? Oh my god. What is this?
Oh,
What is
man.
this quick check you speak of?
Quick check and Wawa is where it's at.
And I had White Castle for the first time, which is delicious, but
it is.
boy did it destroy my insides.
Those like
Oh, yeah.
those printed out burgers.
Hashtag cruise control.
But they're so good.
They are good. You just shovel them in.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice place where you're like, I only had 7.
Yeah.
You know, and you can like, I only had 7 burgers. You know, a couple
They're sliders, they
couple
don't
of
count.
sacks of
What's like
onion
a
rings.
Yeah, just get a sack of things,
Called
and you don't
sack,
know the
right?
number.
Like if someone's coming to
sack.
Massachusetts, I'm like,
They sell them in a
clam
case.
chowder?
The burgers.
What's the
Cooked
biggest one?
seafood?
The crate.
Oh fuck! All right, they want me to talk about Achievement Hunter. They're blasting me about
Nice.
it. Hey, Achievement Hunter is
called you a
airing now.
dweeb.
They call me a dweeb. I don't understand. I'm a super cool guy. It makes no sense.
it is
Achievement
right there.
Hunter. It's a show. We're making it. Episode 3 just came out. Airing every Wednesday for first members. If you're not a first member, you can't watch it. Although we air the like story time, like the reenactments are going up on YouTube.
Those
Just a
are on-
little
those are
taste.
public, yeah.
There's a little taste if you want it. But airing every Wednesday for first members.
they're out
Episode-
like first thing in the morning. Like I
yeah,
wake
it comes
up.
out
and they're
early. It comes out early. Episode 3 just came out, and I believe that's the Magnolia Hotel.
Correct.
Yes, indeed.
And you know, all kind of like Jeremy's being a weirdo. He's locked in a closet, and Lindsay loses it with her weirdness with cats.
Yes.
It's a cat-centric episode, and again, I'd like to preface, as I've mentioned before, we get props, we get gadgets handed to us. Lindsay, when you see her bust shit out, she brings it with her.
I own this.
It's
already.
from her.
Brings a
It's from your
backpack
house.
from her
My stash.
house. So let's check out a clip.
Got a clip?
I assume we do. You told me to talk about it. You better show a fucking clip.
All right, Itzy, so I'm going to get out what's called a ghost box. Put it down next to your
this
doll.
thing.
The spirit is able to kind of pull those words from the different stations and assemble them into a message that it's trying to communicate.
Hi, Itzy, remember me? Yeah, me. I heard the word you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing your favorite song, and you just try to fill in the words, okay? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spouts. What's the name of that song? Can you tell me the name of that song? For a second, there was a clear channel there, and the woman really sounded like she said itsy bitsy.
We can definitely check the footage
We
later.
can check the footage on that.
So insert replay here.
I'm gonna try again, because I really do want to know what your name is. So what's your name? This is making a lot of noise right now. A lot of people talking. Can you just make it quiet?
This is a second.
And for a second it was.
There's a lot of that.
Well, now I believe.
There's a lot of that of like.
Yeah, there's definitely life.
The itsy bitsy thing was weird because like that wasn't. I want to point out anytime you hear us using those devices or anything, we don't add anything. We don't add any like people talking or anything like that.
There's no editing.
What I will say that is added, I'll break this illusion.
The subtitle
The
wasn't
EMF
all around.
meter does
Right.
not make noise.
There were just words floating.
Yeah.
EMF doesn't make noise. That's like an audio cue they put in there to let
You gotta
people know.
punch it up.
Yeah. So the beep beeps don't actually happen, but like it's to let
lights
people know that the lights are going off because it's usually not on camera.
The beeps don't happen?
Yeah,
You fucking lied to me.
Well, now I don't believe.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a great moment when I'm in the closet in that episode, and you're obviously just waiting outside of it, listening to me go
Yeah, we're
insane.
like through the wall on the other side.
And I'm like in the closet, and they go, "Where's that light coming from?" And I go, "Oh, it's the fucking EMF reader. It's going ape shit!" Like I'm pulling out of my jacket. It's just like going nuts.
That's amazing. I like that in this episode, you and I both hit like peak insanity.
Peak insanity, yeah.
In the best of ways.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Jeremy hit peak insanity as Jeremy isn't normally like that,
Fair.
right? Here's
I
the
just
comparison. Jeremy was
let it go.
freaking out, and I think, wow, Jeremy's freaking out over here. Lindsay's freaking out, and I go, that's her every day at home.
Yeah.
Like, it's just people don't see that you're that much of a freak.
I can't be alone
I
with
She
my
took
own
out
brain.
5 wooden cats out of her backpack and made a cat summoning circle.
I did.
To summon the ghosts
did.
of dead cats. And all those cats are at our house. Like, our daughter plays with them
great.
all the time.
The
She's like,
ghost ritual cats.
yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
made the summoning circle. And then it just got to her going,
With like cat toys.
and I was just like, I say something as I'm filming it. I'm like, this is bizarre. And it's like, it's not new to me, but it's me realizing the world will finally see this.
Are they ready? I don't know.
They're used to like GTA Lindsay, not like real life cat Lindsay.
And then when we went
It's
back to the
wild.
place to film the story time, there were the cats are there.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh.
One of them's in the episode, just
God.
leading up to it.
The
I was
black
like,
one?
Oh shit.
Is
Yeah.
it the black cat?
Yeah.
Because that's the one I saw when I was there.
Yep.
And I was like, hello. And I wanted to pet it.
And the owner was like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
My cat. Get out of here.
That's my cat.
I was like, but I want to pet the
But Jeremy, was the cat even there?
Was that a ghost?
We don't know.
Punch it next time, you'll find out.
Next week's episode's really good, too. I think next week's is the Longleaf Sawmill.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a really great
I
episode.
hope so. If you just said it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched that, or watched an early cut of it. and it
I've
seemed
heard the
like a great
Longleaf
episode.
Sawmill is actually haunted too, so that's probably going to be a really good one. Yeah.
That was good.
Weird stuff happens. I will say weird stuff happens there.
I've been prepping it the whole 3 hours.
And probably our best,
Wait for it,
the
wait
best
for it.
prank happens in that one, too.
There's a good prank there, yeah. Oh, well.
Okay.
I guess we should pack it in.
Post show it.
Thanks for watching almost live. You know, it's like Friday.
Missed it by that
It's like
much.
Friday, like almost 3 o'clock, because we were, sorry, it's like 2:30, because we were 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
So it's not really going to be 2:46.
Did a sponsor
It's gonna
video.
It's going to be like
Sorry, it took a little long.
2:32 or so. And, you know, like, hey, I guess Thanksgiving, watch it.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Watch things.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Do
Happy
it.
Thanksgiving.
Do it.
Have a good
And
Thanksgiving.
Next
Perform
week,
it.
Next week, Bunny Week. It's finally here.
Bunny Man
Super
Week.
Bunny Week. Super Bunny Man Week. In case you're wondering, the slack I got from Sarah was that episode 10 is fucked up. So if it's fucked up, you know it's fucked up. I'm gonna try to fix it. I'll get back
Oh,
there.
that's Jaren's editing that. I'm good. I'm
sure,
doing 11.
I'm sure it'll be like, here's the footage, and Sarah will go, that makes sense. But if episode 10 comes out and it's all fucked up, oops.
Don't forget to go to the post room after the podcast when you're done with the podcast.
I gotta go to the post room after the post show though. Post room post show podcast.
Yeah.
There it is.
Slow Beef, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for
Thanks for
having me. I
sitting in front of
appreciate it.
this the whole time.
No, that was, yeah,
When
I
you were
brought
doing-
this.
When you were doing the ad read, I
It's
moved it
beautiful.
because this one stick was like kind of in front of your face because they punched
Oh,
in.
nice.
So I scooched it out of the way a little bit.
Oh, you're the best.
I was super subtle about it. Nobody saw it.
No.
Check out the post show. I'm gonna tear ass.